morning there, Stephen.
Good morning. How everybody doing? We're doing don't know if I got them or not.
Get him.
I know the in there. That's the thing. Y'all, I didn't have a mic this morning because I broke my mic. So,
You're welcome. Then the secretary didn't order you one.
and then the secretary didn't order me one up there. I thought she ordered me one. It was a card I had in there from 3 years ago, and she thought that was the right one. So, payment needs revised.
Good morning, Zero.
Morning, Zero. I hope I got them right. Anyway, come on. I think the mail's coming out too. Anyway, what I'm going to do is set this somewhere. And then I'm going to, I ain't cranking the tractor. I didn't crank the tractor up yesterday.
Because we already had a log on the mill.
My beautiful loving wife is going to go over and get me that new blade. I changed blades this morning. I'm probably going to sharpen some blades after a while. So how I sharpen, I have to set my sharpener up. It's just it's not one of them high dollar sharpeners, like I said, it's just a full man sharpener. But it does do the job. The last one I sharpened cut pretty good. Cut pretty darn good. So that's a lot. Ready, here's the new blade. That's a Ripper 37.
So, Zero, we don't have mics right now.
Yeah, you can hear me?
He said I don't think his mic is on.
Can you hear me? I broke them. I actually broke the mic, the deal that goes on the bottom of the phone receiver part of the mic. We don't have no mics. We've been all over several Walmarts and stuff trying to find one that fit this phone. Couldn't find one that fit an iPhone. But Walmart wasn't carrying. I guess we could have it shipped overnight. But my wife slash secretary here slash boss slash queen slash she ordered us quite fancy little earpieces. Friday. Well, I had a card. I got 2 or 3 cards on there, but the one she used, I ain't used it in a couple of years. So, this morning I looked on my phone and it said it didn't go through, that it needs revived. And so.
Richard said, good morning, folks. Can't stay long, but it's so good to see you.
Hey, Richard. Morning. How you doing this morning? What?
Shadow, wait a minute. Well, it's okay. So Judy said, "Where are you from? Looks like my backyard."
Well, we're from Southwest Arkansas, Tulip, Arkansas. You got a sawmill in your backyard, huh? Well, that's nice. But my wife is laughing about something. Somebody's been commenting something funny. Anyway, welcome in here this morning. Appreciate you coming in and viewing the channel. Me, my wife, and my son. which you can't see my wife. She's behind the camera now. My son's over there playing. His name is Gage. Her name is Angelica.
Can y'all not hear him?
They can't hear me at all.
I don't know. Richard said, "Hi Zero. I think you're right."
Can y'all hear me at all?
What, Gage? Let me see your phone real quick. What?
My phone?
Yeah.
I don't know if the quality is good. I got 95%. I might have to put my earpiece in.
No, I was trying to see if I could hear you.
I'm sorry y'all can't hear me. We're in process of getting some new mics.
They can hear you just barely.
Well, my wife's going to have to get closer. Y'all going? Oh, I hate to be that close because y'all going to see how ugly I really am on live. I didn't put my makeup on this morning. So.
Judy says, I'm in Alabama but have family in South Central Arkansas. Stop, Gage.
Oh, South Central Arkansas. So that's just a little bit further. Well, you know, here in Arkansas, we call this Southwest, but just 5 miles down the road, they might call it South Central. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, every state's got that, you know.
Okay, so I wanted to make sure. Oh, Zero said when he's back there at the Sawmill, you can hardly hear him.
Oh, okay.
When he's up close, you can hear. Well, I wanted to make sure I could hear you before I tell you what Zero said earlier. What Zero asked earlier.
What did Zero ask?
That I was laughing about.
What did he ask? Ain't no telling.
Oh, Judy said close to El Dorado. Ooh,
oh, yeah. I'm logged. See, I'm a logger this is my full-time job. Yeah, I know all about El Dorado.
Stop!
El Dorado's a road over the last few years. Yeah, you talking about people don't know it. That's right there in close to Louisiana country.
They have that big old music thing now.
Then you got Junction City, south of El Dorado, which they have one of the best football teams every year in Arkansas. They usually win their division every year.
Calon, Arkansas?
Calon?
C-A-L-I-O-N.
That sounds familiar, but I've been all down through there.
Apparently it's close to El Dorado.
Well, yeah, and you know, people don't know, but we was up in the mountains yesterday. Down in the south part of Arkansas, you got oil wells. A lot of oil wells. We can produce our own oil if we wanted to.
Okay, Zero, we're getting to your question now.
Yeah. What did Zero say?
Did you get your cedar logs?
Oh, Zero, you done hit a sore spot this morning. Really, you done hit a sore spot. Let me tell you what happened yesterday. I'm gonna tell y'all what happened yesterday, right quick before I start sawing. I know the new people coming in here is wanting to see me saw logs, and I'm just gonna get to that. Okay. So the night before, yesterday was Saturday. So Friday night, you know, as you know, I talked to the guy, and he said he had these cedar logs. And he told me the price, and I said, well, that's a pretty decent price. So I said, I'll be down tomorrow around noon or so to get them. And I said, they got to be solid, you know, because I can't cut lumber out of doty logs. Anyway, so I guess we left here about 11:30 maybe, 10.
Yeah.
And so I started down there, and he told me, he said, I texted him and said, well, I'm on my way. He said, and I was already halfway there.
Yeah, because it was like an hour. It was like an hour or so before you touched back.
Yeah, and you know, Ming was like 2.5 hours from here, so I was already had to drive into it. He texted me and said, well, I won't be off work till 5. I won't be home till a little after 5. I said, dang. I said, why didn't you tell me? You know, I didn't tell him because I'm just not a rude person. And I was thinking, me and my wife was talking. I said, why didn't he tell me last night? The way he talked, he's going to be home all day. I'd come any time. Actually, basically what I said, I got the text message. Okay, that's not the worst part of it. Then, it's supposed to have 6 logs. So, we went up on Queen Wilhelmina and messed around for about 4 hours.
Saw some tiny houses, too.
Seen some tiny houses. I got some videos on there. Y'all can check them out. So, about 5...
Yeah, it was like 5:07 when he messaged you.
5:07, he messaged me. This is what he messaged me. He said, this is what pissed me off. He said, I come home at dinner today from work. Okay, that made me mad right there. Now he just texted me at 11:30 or 12 saying he won't be home from work till 5. And you know what other people do is their business. But he didn't even text me back at dinner or lunch and let me know he was at home. So for 4 hours there or so, I had to wait. The whole day was messed up. And so at 5:07 he texted me. So he said, well, I ain't got but 4 logs that may be good enough for you. I'm thinking, we talked last night. And so he sent me a picture, said this is the log I have. First thing, y'all, I told him it had to be solid logs. 2 of the logs on the butt was doty. And if you know anything about cedar, once you see a doty spot in it, it's going to run all the way through the log. It's no good. So I looked at the picture. He said, you can come by and look at it once. But here's a picture in case, I was like 2 or 3 miles from his house. I've done it pretty mad at that time. Done wasted a whole day. And probably, time said and done, $75, $80 worth of gas. And but anyway, I looked at the pictures. I'm like, I'm not going by that. I'm not paying no money for them logs. That ain't no good. I'd be spending $100 to $150 for something that I can't even use. So that was a story. Didn't get the logs, and I'm not going back to him. He cared if he texted me. He was just like the other guy that I bought cedar from. That showed me a picture of some logs that he was selling me. Right? He showed me a picture. My wife's out there. I got the message, and I keep most of my text messages, you know. For, I don't know why I do. But anyway, he showed me a picture of the log. Boy, that was some nice log when I got up there. Not the logs. So I did buy some from him that one time, and that was it. Cedar logs are really getting hard to buy. You just cannot trust people on the marketplace because they'll send you a picture of something they selling you. You drive 3 hours to get it. When you get there, it's not even close to what they said they were selling you. I mean, why do people just? I guess I'm just old school. I'm just honest. If I show you a picture of something I'm gonna sell you, when you come to my house and get that whatever I'm selling you, it's gonna look exactly what that picture showed you. Period.
We've only found like really 2 good cedar sellers.
So didn't get no cedar. I know that was a long story, but I had to tell you in depth how it went.
Well, I knew you were gonna tell the story anyway, and Zero went ahead and opened up the floodgates. So.
Yeah, and I drove all the way back last night. We got home about 9 last night, 8 or 9.
Well, yeah, after coming and dropping the trailer off and going to get some food.
I was so mad, you know, the wear and tear on my trailer. I mean, just my time. I could have been out here doing something. I might have could have went live out my sawmill again, you know, talking to y'all, and it just, you know, that's just disrespectful. He said, see, and I'm gonna tell you what we done. We rode when we got there. We just went ahead and found his house, right? We knew we'd had 4 or 5 hours away, so but we drove back. It was a guy out there messing with the cedar logs, and I almost bet that was him then because it wasn't. But he said he got home at dinner. Now he seen us come by. He lives kind of out in the country. Probably not a whole lot of cars pass by there down looked like a dead end road, and he seen us with a trailer, and he was just looking at us. Wouldn't you have thought, that might be the people coming to get the cedar? But the point is, he should have told me that he was home at noon.
Yeah, Zero said, why not tell the truth? You're going to figure it out anyway what the truth is.
Yeah, I mean, if I tell y'all I want a log, and it's got to be at least 10 inches, what does it tell you? What does it tell you? To measure the log, not 9 3/4, 10 inches. I mean, everybody on here, I'm sure, got common enough sense to do that, measure it. Okay, and when I tell you it's got to be solid, what does that tell you? It can't have a big old doty spot on the end, on the side. I mean, common sense tells you. I wasn't buying them for posts. I was buying them for lumber. So, anyway, y'all, I was not happy.
Future Lost wants to know how much was a sawmill.
And by the way, this is HM122 Woodland Mills. Love my sawmill. When I bought it, I think my wife was looking yesterday, and they ain't even got that same deal on the ship. Well, I don't even think the shipping's just $2.99 anymore. But anyway, when I bought it, I gave $2,500 for the mill. Of course, you know, taxes. You can move this around here if you want to. Taxes, it was about $2,750, around that, or $2,800. But now this same mill, and that's with the 7-horse motor, Toller motor. They have a Toller engine's a good engine. top of the line anyway. But I'm figuring this deal now probably costs over
I mean, by the time it gets shipping.
the time it's shipped too.
And it comes on a big freight truck, and you have to be
Yeah.
there to receive it.
It comes, yes, it does. It has to come on a big freight truck, and they just got to lift up, just set you on the ground. And but what I was just saying, you also get it with a 9-horse. But of course, with anything, you know, bigger engine is going to cost you $200 or $300 more dollars for the same machine. And it's a manual machine. People say, well, get a wood miser. Yeah, you can get a wood miser. You can get LT10, LT15, LT25, LT35 to cut bigger logs. Got hydraulics on it, the bigger you get. Then you get in the big $30,000 and $40,000 price. I think the LT10 maybe is probably twice or 3 times as much as this one it costs you. And it ain't gonna cut no bigger logs, and ain't gonna cut the logs no better. And it's not hydraulic, it's still manual. So why pay that kind of money? Now, if you're gonna be cutting lumber, I mean seriously cutting lumber, yeah, wood miser, I'd get me a LT35.
I mean, if you're trying to go into,
Yeah.
we didn't buy our mill to get into business.
No, which I have sold a lot of lumber, made a lot of money. It's paid this for this machine probably 5, 6, 7 times over.
We bought our mill for personal purposes.
Yeah.
It just happened to be selling lumber.
Yeah, more lumber than
that we can cut.
more cedars than I can keep up with. And what I'm doing, y'all, is changing blades.
G said, "Good morning, my friend. Up here in Northwest Maine, we have spoken before. I work in a big mill up here."
Oh, okay. Who's that?
G.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. I'm a logger by trade, and I do got some videos on there on me on my machine. That's how I broke my mic Friday. But yeah, I've been a logger all my life. Drove across country for a few years. Drove a big truck, tanker truck, stuff like that. But this is the Ripper 37 blade, and I'm gonna probably sharpen them a little bit. And I'll probably do a video, might do a live video of that. It ain't dull, but I don't want to see the dullest thing about these blades.
What?
They got a set in them. You got one set to the right, one set to the left, and one middle. That's called a raker tooth in the middle. It's straight. And see, if you run them dull too long, it heats the blade up and it'll take the set out of the teeth, and that set is what helps it cut. So I try to take them off when you know, you can feel by the push on your, if it gets wood, it's a little bit harder to push through your wood, you know it's getting dull. I'm not saying it's too dull. But then you look on it, make sure it ain't got no cracks on it, because most of the time that's breaking the weld. Anyway, I'm gonna resharpen. I got 10 of these. I'm probably gonna resharpen them after a while.
G said, "Did some training on the CPG this week."
CPG. What does that stand for? The mill? He got the one that got the mill?
He's the one who works at a big mill.
Oh, I got you.
He said, "We had a great night Thursday, 198,000 board feet, and we ran
pretty good.
Ran it 91% stud wood, smaller and slower process. Slower process. Gosh, I can't talk.
Do y'all cut 5 1/4? Well, you know what I'm talking about, 5 1/4. Do y'all cut 5 1/4 stuff like that? I know Beard and Lumber Company, a lot of these mills around here cut a lot of that 5 1/4 lumber. Okay, now that's pretty good. That's pretty good board foot. 198,000. That's pretty good. That was just a night shift.
I think he works overnights. I mean,
Okay.
I remember him, but I'm trying to remember like some of the stuff we've talked about.
Okay, y'all. Now what I'm gonna do is, a lot of times I take my wire brush. That belt is feeling good. I'm gonna order that same belt again. I ordered this belt one time before and it didn't seem like it done it good, but this thing is really, really doing good. It's not war hardy at all.
He said yes, 8 crew, night crew.
Okay. It's pretty good. That mill made a little money off y'all that night. For 8 people. Well, I say they made a little money. They don't make, you think they handle a lot of money, but you know, they pay labor and the cost of everything else nowadays. The cost is crazy. And just like these people got this cedar logs. I know that that's their logs and they want to make money off the logs, but some of these people selling cedars done got figured up what I'm going to make off the logs after I cut lumber out of it. Well, you can't sell the raw cedar logs for that because I can't make no money. If you can't make money, why buy it? You know, you know, I'm not making that much off of it anyway. Time you figure the time it takes me to go get it, gas, wear and tear, everything else, and cutting it up. And these people, some of these people, once I'm talking about, it ain't no room for wiggle there. They wanting just about what you're going to make off of it, and you just can't do that. Me, always cut this band on here and throw it. That is so razor sharp, and I'm actually a free bleeder because I take medicine to thin my blood. So I don't like to get cut too much because I bleed. I cut my finger. If I cut my finger pretty good, you'd think I'm gonna bleed to death right out here, and I probably should. I do it over here in the grass because it won't hit no rocks or nothing. I like that sound. Only thing I don't like about the sound, I know that's $20-something I'm fitting to put on my sawmill.
G said they just installed 2 huge steam boilers, ran the kilns off of wood chips, burn our bark for other energy sources. Pretty impressive operation.
Yeah. You know, back in the day,
Stop, Gage. Move.
Mills didn't even have to have hard electricity because they generated their own electricity back in the day.
Here, you cut something.
Steam, everything else. It's nice to know a fellow logger, well, woodworkers in here. I mean, because I've worked in the mill, worked on all ends of it. Now, you know, mostly worked in the logwood itself, getting the products ready to go to the mill. But I've also worked in the mill. I used to feed the decks at nighttime. Beard's got a chipping saw machine. Then they had 2 you know, for big logs, they had 2 saws for that, and then they had a chipping saw machine. And I fed the decks. All them decks were a big 988 cat loader. You know what I'm talking about. And I loved it. And then I've actually hauled lumber out of the mill when I was driving across country. I actually hauled lumber, plywood. Then I drove a tanker, so I've done a lot of different stuff in my life, you know. But what I love most in my life is what I'm doing right now, out here with my son and my wife, and that's what I eventually want to do. Get out here. We want to get out here full-time living, so we can get chickens. She wants chicken. I want some chickens, and I'd like to have a couple cows actually.
He said nothing goes to waste.
No, it don't. Not at the mills, because the scraps, this pine scraps, I throw away. Y'all chipping it, and y'all burn it or sell it. Even the sawdust at a lot of mills now, you know what I'm talking about. The sawdust they use. That's what a lot of times they make particle board out of, is the sawdust, fine sawdust. For the people that don't know. And for everybody that's just coming in here, I'm putting a blade on my HM122 Woodland Mills. It's a Ripple 37 from Jerry's Resharp in Kentucky. Really good blades. I really like them. I like to try. You know, I don't know. I'm just funny. I like to try some more blades, but then I'm the type of person I hate to change. If something's working, I hate to try something new because it may not work like I want. But then again, I've only been in this bandsaw mill for about a year now, so I've not tried. But Wood Miser blades are okay. They're not as good as these. Now the higher price brand is, but you know, this HM122 is just a limited of kind of blades you can get. I'd like to try some carbide teeth, and I'm sure you can get it for this, but we're talking about way too expensive for what I can afford.
He said Fontaine is the name on our lumber. It's sold up and down the East Coast.
I know that. I've seen that daggum lumber. Sure has. I have. I've honestly seen that name on lumber, stamped on lumber. Huh.
I have a chipper that can take a 12-inch log. Love that machine.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Hey, I like to have that chipper here. That's probably about a, you don't tell me how much that chipper costs there.
I apologize to our viewers, especially our people who are used to being in here. Steven had a little compuncle with our mic, so I'm having to get a little closer than we normally are, and I'm having to commentate a lot more until we can get some. Hopefully, we'll have a new one by this weekend. I'm actively on Amazon right now looking to order a mic. But we couldn't take a weekend off from going live. Steven loves talking to all the viewers. We love all our subscribers, all our viewers. We respond to every single comment.
Y'all, we had a guy it was unexpected. We had a guy yesterday that's our super, what's that called?
Super thanks.
Our super thing. He actually sent us a super thing. $10, y'all. Hey, to a lot of people that ain't much, it might not be much money, but to me that's a lot. And you know what? It's not the $10 that really actually counted. He loves watching my channel because he sure done it. And,
actually, for the people who weren't in here yesterday, we are fully monetized. Woohoo! So if you look at our videos, please be patient. We do have ads on our videos now.
Yeah, trying to make a little money. Ain't made much yet.
Yeah, so like I said, we had the super thanks enabled for people to send gifts and stuff, but we will never push that content out. We will never make you guys obligated to do that. No. You just viewing it and viewing our commercials is enough for us. We want YouTube's money.
Yeah, that's what we want. We want the big advertising. You know, that's what we want to.
We don't want to take money from working folks because we know how it is. So we will never ever push for you guys to send any kind of gifts or anything.
And for the people don't know, on this Woodland Mills, they got a sign right here that tells you what you do is snug it, hand snug it. Everybody snug's gonna be different, so you know that's just something you have to get used to if you get the mill. But then it says turn it 2.5, 3 turns after that to get it to the correct tension. I used to, when I got it, check it with a torque wrench at about 23 foot-pounds. I don't do that no more. I just put it on there and I snug it. Make sure the tracking's right, and then you're ready to go. And for the people that was in here yesterday, they knew I got stung by wasps. These 3 holes right here, actual wasps was going in them yesterday. And they got me. My wife, one of them was on my back. And see, the thing about it is, I always just, people watch me, I do like this right here, watching my logs a lot of time. My blade cut the log, and them wasps was coming right out there by my ear. God was with me because they could have tore me up. I'm not normally allergic to wasps, but that's something you never know. My daddy wasn't allergic to bees. He used to get honey out of beehives. You know, out in the woods, bees is wild everywhere. And back when I was younger, you know, you used to be on the ground more. And there at last, he couldn't even, he'd get close to a beehive, they'd tear him up. So you never know about bees and wasp stuff. You might not be allergic today, and next week you'll have to get stung by one and it kills you. Because I actually know a man died from one wasp sting, y'all. One. He killed him. Right over in Gurdon, Arkansas. Which is just down the road here, about 30, 45 minutes, something like that. He went out to get he was going fishing, went out to his carport, reaching up there to get a fishing pole. The wasp nest up there he didn't see. The wasp stung him, and what it done, he was allergic to it. But I think he actually knew he was allergic to it. And, you know, it swelled up his throat and stuff. He couldn't breathe. And by the time they got there, he was already, you know, passed away.
G said, I wish I was closer. I enjoy seeing the smaller operations of a mill. It's so fast at our mill. I process 8,000 to 10,000 logs a day. It's nice to slow the process down a bit and appreciate work.
Yeah, that's the thing about this. You know, you got time to look at every log, every board. You know, now there's people got these big wood miser that's production, but they not nowhere as close to what you got. But they can cut like that LT. What is it? It's a LT 75. It's a some girls has got or something.
Oh, I'm not sure what they got.
It's a big mill. It's huge.
He's referring to Lumber Capital Yard.
Yeah, Lumber Capital Yard. I watch them a lot. And no, I don't watch them because of girls. They are pretty, but they ain't the reason I watch them. Them girls are very smart. Their daddy taught them really well. And they say they're smart. They know what they're doing.
Do you want to have a daughter so she can sell?
No, I don't want to have a daughter. Look, that boy right there is all I need. Y'all, that's not the only kid I got. I actually got 8 kids. 2 boys and 6 girls. So I have a big family and a bunch of grandkids, about 18 of them. So I know about family, and I am a family man. I love my wife and my son. I love all my kids. And you know, when I started this YouTube, I never thought I'd get to. The last couple weekends, my views ain't been up about around 10,000. That actually popped in my channel. But now, a couple weekends before that, boy, I was like, man, I was like 32,000, 33,000. Then it kind of slowed down. I think it's just certain, we ain't figured out, which I'm going to do mine this time about every Saturday, Sunday morning. If I'm not out here live, y'all, on a Saturday, Sunday, y'all know something done happen serious if I'm not out here. Y'all don't see me on a Saturday and Sunday morning, something done happen. So, you know, I'm going to be here if the Lord willing and the creek don't rise like the old saying is. And I might even come across the creek even if it rises. But, no, we ain't got a creek right here, y'all. I'm just joking.
And for some of our returning viewers, the people that might have not been able to come in yesterday. And so a couple weeks ago, we got this 12 by 24 cabin over here. It's fully insulated from top to bottom. It's got electric, mini split. And so at first, Steven was going to build 16 feet off on either side. But then I love me some Pinterest, and I was like, baby, I've been looking at these. What do you think of this? And so Steven has changed his mind, and he wants to try to do a dog trot house. And people who are not familiar with that, it will basically be the 12 by 24. We'll have our kitchen and living room, and then get about a 12 by 40, and it will have 2 bedrooms and the bathroom. And then in the middle of them, there will be what's called a breezeway, which we're going to make it a screened-in porch. And apparently they were very popular here in the South because it's supposed to help with like heating and cooling of your house. So we're super excited for that. We're in talks with the place where we already got our building from, trying to get the pricing, because we actually want to, if it's affordable enough, we actually want to go ahead and get it already insulated with the electric and the mini split. And I know, like we have a video, a live we did yesterday of tiny house hunting, and somebody, one of our viewers were in there was saying, you got the mill, why are you not cutting your own lumber? Yes, and so when we got this mill, it was in the intentions of milling up lumber for our own cabin, but then we started getting customers. And actually, Steven had already started cutting up the wood, and then our first neighbor.
Yeah, I had 204 foot of lumber. I sold him about, shoot, I don't know how, he's got a stack about 6 foot wide or so, or better, about this high as 1-inch lumber. I mean, it's probably 150 boards or something like that. And then I got some more boards back there, they're dry. And, but anyway, I still got some 1x12s back over there, they're dry. There's my 2x8s I've been cutting. I ain't done a whole lot of cutting the last couple of days. And, no, I'm not just, I gotta go right out here.
What? Okay, hold on. And so it's just not feasible with all our, I mean, we appreciate our customers. We love our customers. We're grateful. We are so blessed. But it's just not feasible with us not living out here full time to cut up the lumber for our own personal lumber. And so the idea is just to get this so we can move out here, so we can stop paying rent where we are. Because for people who aren't returning viewers, we live about 45 minutes to an hour from where our actual mill is. So that's why we're only out here on weekends. But if we could get something to go ahead and move in, we would be able to, Stephen would be able to get out here earlier, because it's my fault. I don't want to wake up. So Stephen can be out here at first daylight till the sun goes down, which is what he wants to do anyway.
And two, I am cutting the lumber to build that dog trot into the dog trot. I'm gonna put 2 baits under the floor of it. True 2 baits. I ain't talking about, I know he works at the mill and everything. I ain't talking about the lumber, but you know, from Lowe's or something like that, I'm gonna get a 2 bait and just put on my 2 baits and let y'all see the difference, which he already knows. A true 2 bait, what the size, how much bigger it is than the box store, which the wood he cuts is not that small either. They, you know, time you plane it and all that stuff, and they cut it down. But, and I ain't knocking the mills. We need them because I'm a logger. So, but I'm just saying, and you can buy good lumber. I'm not saying you can't buy good lumber, but I just don't think Lowe's and Home Depot supplies you with a lot of great lumber, because they buy it in the bulk. Of course, they don't buy the best. And if you go there and pick out what you want, personally pick out, you can come up with pretty good lumber. You don't never have them deliver you a bundle of lumber, because I'm sure they trained to put the worst in there, try to get it sold first. So anyway, and it ain't their fault, they just work it. So, people just don't realize, I mean, I know y'all watching me live, but you just don't realize the quality of lumber, a lot of this lumber I'm cutting. It's really good stuff. This is tight grain wood.
Tell them about the customer.
The what?
The person that was comparing our wood to Home Depot, the prices.
Yeah, it was a guy last week. He was wanting to know what my prices was on my 2-inch lumber. And he texted back, he said, well, I think I can get it a little bit cheaper at Lowe's, Home Depot. And I said, that's fine, you know, whatever you want to do. But see, the thing he wasn't thinking about, he wasn't figuring in the taxes per board. I don't, you know, you come and buy mine, if it's $5 a board, you pay $5 a board. Fresh. All right, he wasn't thinking about that. So my wife figured that out. We looked on there and seen the prices of the same size he was wanting. And actually, it was about to say, mine might have been a little cheaper than it.
Like, by the time you get taxes.
Yeah, time you got taxes, what, like 50 cents a board cheaper to start with or so?
Yeah, I mean, and also that's dimensional.
And you got to take this in the factor, the dimensions of it. Okay, you got an 8-inch board. It's 8 inches wide. When I cut my 8 inches, it's 8 inches wide. When you buy a 2x8 from Lowe's or Home Depot, and it'll show you the dimensions below it. And I don't know why they like this on a 2x8 is only 1.5 inches, which we know that. But the width is only 7 1/4. Used to be 7 1/2. Now it's 7 1/4. That's 3/4 inch. Every 2x8 that you buy, 3/4 inch. Now I'm not a genius in math, but you figure that on every board. Say if you need 100 boards to do your job, and that board is 3/4 inch thinner or narrower than the ones you get from me. After so many boards, you done gained the board with me as far as the width. And that's called, this is a board foot, and that's called square foot. Now, you can buy like, some people sell their lumber out here square foot. It may not be but 3/4 boards, but it's still 7 inches wide or 8 inches wide. And that's how you figure out square foot. That's actually square foot, like a 1/8. Because it still covers the same amount of space as a 1x8 does, but it's just less wood. It's not as thick, and they get more boards out of their logs out here, which is more money. Some of them might drop the price a little bit on the square foot because it's square foot, it's not board foot. I sell mine by board foot. I sell you a true 1x6, 1x8, 2x4, 2x8, 2x6, 2x10. You know, mine's actual square foot. And a square foot is a 1 inch thick, 12-inch square is what is the actual square foot. Board foot. Now, square foot could be a 1/2 inch wide, and it could be still 12 inches, and it still covers the same space, but it's not as strong. That's where you come in with the thinner lumber. A 1 inch, which people with common sense know, 1 inch thick is going to be stronger than a 1/2 inch thick. You got another 1/2 inch more of wood thick. So, some people probably might not understand that because, people that's in woodwork, they understand that. But like I had a guy here a while back on my cedar. He cuts his 5/8 thick. He cuts it true dimensional wide, like it's a 5/8 by 6 inch. He sells his a little bit cheaper, but my board is a 1x6, which is quite a bit thicker. And it'd be good for like putting it on a porch or something like that, pressure wise, strength wise. 5/8 stuff is good for inside your house on your walls or outside on your walls. Something that ain't gonna be load bearing on, you ain't gonna be walking on. It's just too thin. But he sells his just a tad cheaper, same board than I sell my board for, but you're limited options for what you can use his board for. Where
I don't see nothing to
is
try.
a little bit different. And oh, by the way, mine's actually a little over an inch. It's about 1 1/16 that I allow if you want to plane it. But anyway,
The dogs are messing with you.
that's just a little talking on the lumber. But anyway, so on that guy about now, I think he ended up, our boards was going to cost him about $1.50 cheaper a board. Each
And
board.
you get more.
And he's going to get more area. So I said, okay. And I told my wife, takes it back, okay, I cut dimensional lumber exactly what you could buy it at Lowe's for. I cut you dimensional size, 1.5 by 7.25.
And ours actually be cheaper then if you do that.
And mine would actually be cheaper than Lowe's or Home Depot's and be better quality. So, but she didn't take them back. People, they listen to so many other people. Oh, you go to Lowe's and you get this cheaper. Well, a lot of them folks just don't know what they're talking about because they don't know what to buy. A lot of people don't know what they're buying. A lot of people don't know nothing about lumber, so they just go buy lumber. It's not their fault. They just don't know no better. So,
Bless you.
That's the reason why people like me are out here got these sawmills doing this live stuff. I don't know everything, y'all. I learn something every day, but I will throw a little knowledge out there to try to help people when they go buy something to make sure people's not getting to them. And I'm not saying people should buy from me. A lot of these little sawmills and a little bit bigger sawmill than this cuts a lot of great lumber that you can't get from the box store. Mills cut good lumber. We got mills around here that cuts great lumber. But a lot of these big mills, like Georgia Pacific, we cut a lot of plantation pine. Well, you're just not going to get the quality lumber out of a plantation pine. It's a super growth tree, super fast, wide rings. It grows so fast, there's just no strength in it. Well, these boards come out of the creek bottom, the river bottom, these logs did. These are probably 3 times as old as that plantation pine. But if you want to build something structurally, it's the best. So, but anyway. Okay, now, back to this. I'm going to edge this board here because I'm cutting the 1x10 out of it. That come off the pretty good log I cut yesterday. Pretty good size log. So I'm going to edge this up. Any more comments?
No.
Okay. So anyway, let me get this thing cranked up. I see the tractor cranked up here in a minute. I didn't crank it up at all yesterday because I had a big log on here. It was 21, 22 inches, I think.
Yeah, the tractor wasn't cranked up yesterday at all.
Yeah. So they've been cranked up in a week. Let it warm up for a minute. Put the hot. It ain't got to warm up much if you know what I'm talking about. Let the oil get circulated. Appreciate everybody coming in this morning. All the new people that's in here that dropped by. I just appreciate you coming in viewing. I like what you subscribe and like and all that good stuff. So I just appreciate you coming in viewing.
The Woodland Mills HM122. It's got a 7-horse on it. It's Woodland Mills entry mill. Steven's gonna edge up the board.
Y'all can see that's not a knot in that board. Can't hardly go to Home Depot and Lowe's and find that board.
Shane, we are located down here in Southwest Arkansas.
Talking about something to make cabinets or something like that out of. That right there. You put a stain on it and that's beautiful. Now flip it over now. Show y'all that board right there. Not a knot on it. I mean, not one, not even nowhere. What's called green lumber there. Yeah, that's great stuff there. I'm just showing them the.
I know, I was just telling you the comments.
Now, I got to tell y'all to save on gas. And go get a log and put on there. That is a pretty board, ain't it?
Richard said select grade.
Yeah, that's y'all, I'm not saying it because it's my board, but that's top of the line right there. That's about as good as you can get on pine.
Shay said, what kind of lumber? Is that fir or yellow pine maybe?
Yellow pine. Y'all ever see that commercial yellow wood? That's what this is actually. Southern yellow pine. This is old growth wood. shortleaf wood actually. It grows. It makes some good lumber.
He said, yep, I thought so.
Yeah, that's I'm not exaggerating. Go take a look.
So
This is a 1 by 10. This is sure 1 inch wide.
So like Steve was talking about the guy who was trying to compare our prices to like Home Depot or Lowe's. The thing that he doesn't understand is our quality of wood, first of all, is better. Not just the size, but the quality is better. Because what he's looking at, what you can look at online, is the bulk wood that they have.
Now they do have prime, but it's very expensive. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You're already there.
Go ahead.
You're already there.
No, what were you going to tell them?
Exactly what you just said.
They do have prime, but it's not back there where all this other stuff is. And when I say they got prime, they got some boards as good as that. But that board is not going to cost you no more than what their number 2s do. Well, their prime or select grade, I think I looked one time, and that board right there, I don't even think it was a 10-inch board. It was an 8-inch board. And I'm not exaggerating, y'all. It was like $35 for, and it wasn't a 1-inch board. It was a 3/4, actually 3/4. And it wasn't 8 inches wide. It was 7. I think the 1 inch might still be 7.5. So, and it was like $35. And that board right there ain't gonna cost you for me, but like about how much? $5, $6, $5, $6. You're gonna pay $35 more for a box store.
What was it?
1 by 10, 8 foot.
$6.67.
That's what that board cost for me. $6. My wife just said. You go buy that one board, and if you don't believe me, y'all, some of y'all go to Lowe's or Home Depot today if you haven't, and look for the select premium grade.
You can't look at those prices online. You actually have to go in store.
You're not going to find that online. My wife's right. You're not going to find that board online. The only thing they're going to show you online is what they call prime grade is their number 2. You got to go in the store and actually go. Usually they have that and just a little bit of, they don't have a lot of it. It's usually on like a side of a wall somewhere where they have the cedar, stuff like that. You go look, and you look at the price on the 1 by 10 by 8 foot, and y'all get back with me if you think I'm lying, see how much that board costs you there. It's about $35.
Shane said, "Oh, growth, that's good. That's what you want." And he said, "That's awesome. This man knows his stuff."
And but yeah, and that board, I'm charging the same price for that board as what you pay 4 or 5 times that much for. But you know, and I want my wife to text him all that because I was going to just let him know.
Well, I tried to tell him because he didn't respond. Quality, and he said I was comparing the prices between Home Depot.
Yeah, but then that's fine.
Southern Charm Painting says, "Good morning from North Louisiana.
Hey, Louisiana.
I enjoy watching y'all videos. I became a weekend morning regular to y'all channel."
Well, hey, I appreciate you much. You don't know, that means a lot to me. It's a beautifully hot Sunday morning out here. Sun shining. It feels like fire over my head, but it's beautiful. And listen, y'all, listen to this. Listen. Nothing. You can't hear nothing. That's country life right there.
Shane said, "I'm subscribing."
Well, thank you, Shane. I appreciate that. Hey, hit that old bell up there, because you'll be surprised what you see on our channel. But I will tell you this, and you can mark my words.
He's from East Tennessee.
Don't matter how long I stay on YouTube, or if I get bigger on YouTube, I hope I do. What you see will be what you get. I will always be me. This is live. We're a country family. We're a mixed couple, of course, you know. Which we
Hey, no, I think for some reason I was hooked up to some Wi-Fi or something, and it was.
Oh, anyway, this is what happened. We was walking down the concrete part of the spillway down there, and if he fell in the water, it wasn't very deep, crystal clear. It wouldn't hurt him. But anyway, we were walking up through there. So Gage tore loose from her arm and was running up the concrete, and she was trying to tell him to sit. Look, she said, this is what, I swear to God, she said, look, sit on the bench. But by the time that got out, she was like, grab your son. And when it was all at one time, and you know, you put son and bench together real quick.
No, I said sit on the bench.
Yeah, and it sounded like she said son of, you know, call him a son. I was like, whoa, wait a minute. I know you didn't, that's not right. You didn't call him that. So it did. I swear to gosh, y'all, not God, gosh, but that is the actual truth. So I said, no, you better edit that out, because if somebody don't really slow that down and hear what you said, they gonna think you was cussing.
Because I think
She was running.
He was by the bench, and I think I was trying to get him because he ran from the bench.
So we did have to edit that out. So we didn't want that people think that was crazy. How things sound sometimes. But anyway, I'm gonna see if an old tractor will crank up here and go out here and get a log. And maybe there ain't no wasp on my. One time it had wasp is so bad here in Arkansas. So y'all ain't gonna be able to hear me. Y'all will be able. My wife will be here talking. I'm gonna just go right over here and get a log right quick, y'all, and I'll be right back. Okay. You can man. Imagine my old tractor, Frank. Oh, I see it there now. When I back up there, you need this.
Yeah, wasps are really bad this year. Like, I've had to buy so many cans of wasp spray. I don't know what the good stuff is, but Steven said, move Gage. Steven says they don't make it like they do anymore because they don't even, that stuff hits the wasps and they keep on going. We have really bad wasps where we're living at now in the eaves, so you can't get to them because they're kind of like in the house basically. The nest is up in the eaves, so we can't get it and kill the larva.
Y'all, if y'all
you ride the tractor?
Y'all see me take off running, y'all know what happened. But look here, I know a lot of people laugh at my old tractor here, but hey, it gets the job done. I built all the brackets for that loader. That's a 1985 loader off a Kubota tractor. This is a Farm Pro. It's a Chinese tractor, but it's a good tractor. Matter of fact, this engine that they used in this tractor was the same engine for years they used in the John Deere name brand tractor. So, but yeah, it's got a very good engine in it. I built the brackets down there. I got a wire welder and a plasma cutter. Loved my plasma cutter. Done some horse trading for the bush hog, and I got that on there for a counterweight. Cause this small tractor, you get a big log. If y'all seen that log I had up there yesterday morning, y'all seen it. It was a pretty big log.
Yeah, he got it for a counterweight, not to cut my grass, is what he told me.
But I do. It does work. I do bush hog with it every now and then. I can't drive him. Anyway, we're gonna crank her up and see if it'll crank up. My battery is getting weak, and I'm cheap, so I'm gonna use my battery until it won't do that.
You're cheap?
Yeah, well, I'm not as cheap as my wife, but I'm gonna use this battery until even I got a good set of jumper cables in my truck if I have to.
The tractor hasn't been cranked up since Monday. I know, wasp spray is so expensive. but Steven I found this ortho home defense at Atwood. It was like on sale for like 2 for $3, and he bought a few cans of it. They were out of it, so I tried to go back to Atwood's because it's only like $2 regular price. They didn't have any, so I went to Walmart, and we've kind of used everything. Not no like $8 can, and I found this Bingle that was like 3 something because it has like 50% of that stuff in it, but it's still not as good. But actually they've been kind of calm around the house lately. We before we got this, so we had, if you've been watching from the beginning, we had a 16 by 40 there, you know, leveled on bricks that we purchased ourselves. So when we got the new building, we moved it over, so we were moving the bricks, and I went to move a piece of wood off of one of them because they use wood to kind of help level it too. And there was a big old wasp's nest in one of those holes. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so glad I didn't just stick my hand in it, because Steven's gonna get a cedar. I'm gonna have to check out that rate. I feel like we've used a rate before, but maybe not. Maybe because it was too expensive. I'm very cheap. I'm very cheap. And we're just trying to get any kind of wasp spray to. You can't even walk in your house because the eave that they're on is like right there under the porch. So actually, I was thinking about because I kind of Googled it, and they was I think it was like the New York Times was saying this it's like taro brand, but I can't find it in any of our stores, you know, locally around this area. Because we're close to like Arkadelphia, Malvern, and I work in Hot Springs, so I couldn't find any of those places. But they were also talking about this like dust that's like supposed to be better for yellow jackets, because yellow jackets are so deep in, and the dust, they'll gather the dust. And so I actually thought about getting some of that and spraying on the eaves with the wasps, and maybe they'll get that on their backs and take it into the nest where we can't get into. But actually, I don't know if I want to do that, because hopefully pretty soon we'll move out here on our own land. For those that are familiar with us, we are the Lost. We are homesteading down here in Southwest Arkansas. We have almost 10 acres down here. It's beautiful, it's peaceful, it's calm. And so right now we've just been doing a lot of milling. We have Woodland Mills HM122 that we've been milling on. We're planning on doing a dog trot just so we can get out here sooner. I know we have the mill, we have the wood, we have, you know, the means to build our own cabin, but it's really not the best time of year to be building. And so if we were to build, it would still be a couple more months before we could get out here. Uh-oh, here they come. Here they come. And I've actually seen where people put like gas in a cup, and they'll put it like over a wasp nest in the fall, but I ain't that brave. And of course, like I said, that you can't, the way that these wasps are in, they're in an eave, and so you can see them like going in the house, and then every once in a while we'll have them like getting in the bedroom or something. It's horrible. So gotta get a cedar log on the deck. Gotta get over here so I can see. You guys have to bear with this, because yeah, last time the tractor was cranked up was on Monday when we were out here.
Oh, it's Monday, wasn't it?
Yep. Steven's got a little 2-cylinder You say 2-cylinder?
Yeah, 2-cylinder diesel engine.
The 2-cylinder diesel engine that does the job. It pays the bill, so that's all we care about. We don't care about having nothing big and fancy out here. Can't afford it if we even wanted it.
No, we just simple folks.
Al was saying to use Raid, the black can, for hornets and wasps. They fire up to 33 feet, and yes, they work. Worst part is the price, a little spendy.
Yeah.
I was saying how expensive it was.
Yeah, but you know, he knows as well as I do. It's worth an extra couple of dollars if those suckers sting your butt.
Yeah, I was telling them that, you know, I was thinking about the dust stuff. I was thinking about getting that. Then I was like, would it really be worth it, considering that we possibly will be moving out here within the next few months?
Yeah, right.
Well, I mean,
Babe, this is 12 inches here. See, the logs I buy needs to be 12 inches at least. Because if you know, y'all, of course, y'all know. I used to know the circumference it takes. I know to get a 12 by 12 tent, you need a 18-inch end. I know it sounds weird, but because you squared it up, you're cutting it down. So this is the 12 inch, and it's pretty round. It's pretty evenly round. So I might know I can get 8-inch out of it. Now, if I was cutting, I could probably get 8, maybe be able to get a 10, according to how much I gotta trim up. But see, the thing about it is, you just can't square it up. You gotta cut it like if you want to. I'll get a little bit more in depth here. Come here and let me show you. See, if you're cutting, you would think you just cut a little square, you know, that off and it'd be. See, what you got to look at is how far you're shooting at a 10-inch board. Okay, y'all look right there. How far I got to cut it down.
Let me get this off here. Get you guys just a little bit closer.
See how far, guys, I had to cut it down. That's 10 inches right here. See, 10 inches? So I'd have to cut that log down that deep, a slab off, to get 10 inches. And then you do that down here when you turn it. And what it is, you ain't gonna have about 5 inches thick. So you ain't gonna get about 5 boards of 10 inch out of here, maybe 6. That's a lot of people don't understand. You know, they think, oh, you just square it. Well, you can't do that. But now if you're gonna cut an 8-inch out of it, look how further up you can go. 8, and then 8. You're going to cut 2 or 3 more boards. So that's I'll just explain a little bit of that, because you can't go by the big end. You got to go by the little end. When you scale logs, you scale by the little end. So the big end is swell, buddy. It's going to be cut down. You can't, a log, just because it's 20 inches down there, you can't cut 20-inch lumber, because this end might not be but 15 inches. The 15-inch, the little end is what you got to go by when you're cutting. I needed to turn it around, but I didn't. I probably, I ain't got the fancy jack to lift it up, square it up. I'll probably just raise it up, put a board under it.
Al said the gasoline trapping the nest ideas is risky, even if you miss even one run.
Yeah, but now, if you know, I will say this: if you got I killed some the other day. I had a cut a bottle. Put some little gas in it, and the nest was just right there. It was really open, and so I dashed it with gas, and them suckers, you know, of course, they fell instant dead.
Yeah, I was saying, you put the, when I showed you put the gas in the cup and you put it over the nest.
No, I ain't doing that. I've seen them people do that. That's just stupid, because you're gonna get your ass ate up, because there's always something flying around. Anyway, the way I done it, and the only way, knock the nest down, because that gas kills the larvae too in the nest. Remember them larvae just falling out dead? So I always knock the nest down, because if you just spray it with wasp spray and don't knock the nest down, guess what? It don't kill that larva in there, and they're going to, and the ones that's flying around that's not there at the time, not home at the time you knock on the door, they're going to come back home, and that larva hatch, and the wasp nest is starting all over again. So always knock your wasp nest down if you can get to it. Now they got that dust, like my wife's saying, that I think they could take back to the nest.
I know they talk about yellow jackets, but I don't know if it's the same concept of wasps.
Yeah, let me tell y'all this too. I was out fighting wasps at the house the other day. Been in the house for like 5, 6 years now. And they're up in, not where you can see them. They're up in the roof of the house, up in there. Anyway, I was looking over there to the right and I seen something flying around. A big, dadgum, yellow jacket nest is in the ground. And I mean, them things were swarming. I need a cool morning. Yellow jackets, thing about yellow jackets, they're kind of hard to kill, but then you can fill them up like on a cool morning when they ain't flying. Take gas and fill the hole up. So most time a yellow jacket nest, you can see where the hole is because they'll have a real clean spot, and then the hole goes in the ground, real clean spot around it, so you can always most time find it. And fill it up with gas and set it on fire, and it'll burn inside the ground into the nest. But you gotta wait till it's cool enough, and it ain't gonna be cool enough for a while to kill that nest, because yellow jackets have very big nests in the ground, very big. And I know this because I'm a logger, and back in the day before we had closed-in cabs on the machine with windows and air conditioning, we had open cabs, and I have been chased off of my machine many times. Because I'm gonna tell you, I don't care how big a man you are, you get about 10, 12 yellow jackets on your butt, I don't care who you are. I've seen some log cutters, and I'm talking about old school men, tougher than I ever would be. Drop that chainsaw and take off running, because this one yellow jacket, they like swarm you. If you're gonna get stung, I don't know if I've ever not got stung at least 7 or 8 times at one time, and it can get worse than that. But anyway, I know that don't relate to nothing on the sawmill, but you know, I just must not tighten that one.
Oh, did it fall?
Yeah.
I didn't even do those at all. You did those.
I think you done that, babe.
Yeah, so you got these log stops over here. Everybody down?
Yeah, because I can see it ain't very much air up here. I don't think I can get 10 inch out of this because I'm gonna waste too much. Well, I might can. I don't know. When I start cutting here, I know. I can raise it next one.
Yeah, let me put this. I'm gonna be shaking you guys around a little bit.
This is a cedar, and for people that ain't watch when I open this up, you see how beautiful this is inside.
How distant it is.
This is gonna be beautiful. Y'all, this cedar, God made some beautiful stuff when he made the earth. Not just counting me, no, I'm just kidding. He made my wife, she's beautiful. She's in the process of between what she wants to do with her hair. So, oh, too far. A little bit. You get down. Right there. So she's just wearing a ponytail. My wife, y'all, and this is not a bad thing. My wife is really, really low maintenance. She don't spend money hardly. I mean, hardly ever. And it's fine if she did, but she just don't. So.
Yeah, because you spend it all.
We live, baby. Don't be talking nothing about me. I'm just kidding. She can say whatever she wants, but more likely what she's saying is the truth. Okay, I'm gonna pick it up. And I know you usually measure down the center of each end, but I'm just gonna do it by eye. I think I'm what did I say that was? 2? So I probably need to.
So if you can barely hear Steven, we are in the process of getting new mics. So
yeah, this is going to be my toe board, y'all. The poor man's toe board. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Myself. I'll be bleeding in a minute. I take blood thinners, so when I bleed, I bleed. Well, they ain't can hook. You want that thing to hook on the log, you wouldn't.
It wasn't hooking on log, it's hooking on the machine.
Blood already starting out. I get nosebleeds sometimes, y'all. Oh, you think I'm gonna bleed to death?
I was trying to move a little bit closer for them.
Yeah. Okay. Let me see. And what you're supposed to actually do is the pit is right here, center of the log most time. Now, some pits are opted to be over here because nature don't grow perfect every time.
Did you?
So that is about
She bit
8
you?
inches. Now,
Ooh, you digging your nose. Go get your cup.
Okay.
pretty close, y'all. Poked in my vein. See, when for some reason, I guess all the medicine I'm on, like when I poke myself or cut myself, see that? Blood under the skin starts coming up. All right, let me run this down and just see. So this log is over 10 foot. And I don't know if I got it. Nope. Might have to cut that junk off. It may be over 10 foot.
Yes, Al, we actually just finally bought a power bank.
Yes, we did.
It was like, have you ever considered getting a power bank? It's a box-looking device that holds multiple charges for one's phone, so your phone doesn't die or get too low. I use mine when camping.
Yes, sir. We just bought one. And of course, it's a decent one, but it's a cheap one.
We just finally bought one because I know the last few of our lives it like got really, really good when my phone was at like 5%.
And we had to let people go because no juice.
Because which my phone was not 100% this morning because I will admit I passed out last night. My phone didn't get on the charger, so it wasn't at 100% this morning like it usually is. But when it's at 100%, we can about run like 3 hours.
I really don't want to crank my chainsaw up this morning. Let me a little bit more.
So our bill currently can support a log that is 10.6.
And I'm going to eventually do it more, but this is what people don't understand. Okay, I get logs, or I cut logs off my job sometimes. It's 24 inches, 10.6. My little tractor, a 24-inch Southern Yellow Pine log is very heavy. My tractor, a 16-foot log that big, it might pick it up, but I don't want to tear my tractor up because I need it for further use. You know, I don't want to tear it up for one log. So, eventually, if I could get a bigger tractor, and that's not no hurry for that, before I start cutting longer wood. Now, unless Woodland Mills watching this and want to donate me a track, which is about $400 for another 6 foot, I could probably build it for $50. All I had to do is build an extra 2 bunks and get some angle iron and build my own rail. You can find this metal at any steel place, and I could build it myself. And it wouldn't take much, you know, more or less. You just have to put. Only thing I'd really have to build, because you know, you can put it together here and here. The boat right here.
It's the time. Steven ain't got the time.
Y'all, I work a full-time job too. I'm a logger. I work full-time on an everyday job. Now, I'm eventually hoping to be out here doing this
Go play.
full-time.
Huh? Yeah, go play. This is the power bank we got the other day. Hold on, I'm working with Daddy.
When you get a chance a minute, you need to text that guy and see if he's coming out today to get these slips. Make sure, these cutoffs on cedar. Got a guy supposed to be coming out and get about 100 first cuts of cedar. I sell them for $3 a piece. But I told him I'd sell them to him for $2 a piece. He's gonna get that many. He's posting that today. And I don't know if he is, but you never was treated
I actually don't know why I sat down here, because if you've seen us cut up cedar, it smells great. It smells great, but it is some dusty stuff.
I'm gonna have to break out my darn chainsaw. That gummit. This log must be. I'll cut this really long. Well, 205. I'll go ahead and see if the top part is kind of cut and angled, so maybe help him. It'll be awesome. I think I can get by and
I'll at least sit here for this first pass so you guys can kind of see it a little bit up close. What's wrong?
Blippi.
You can't watch Blippi right now.
Blippi.
You can watch it later.
Blippi. Blippi.
You can watch it later.
What? What are you crying about? Ain't nothing bad.
Blippi.
Well, you can't watch for it. Your mama gives you the phone.
That is very smart, Al. He said over the past few years in my job, I always recharge my bank, so I work it on company electricity, winning.
We was at a flea market yesterday, and they had, this booth had cedar. Wasn't much cedar.
Hold on.
Much bigger. Well, it was a little bit wider than this, but it was just the first cut. What was it, $40?
You gotta come closer. I don't remember. I didn't look at the prices that close.
They had cedar, first cut cedars and stuff up there, live edge. And a little bit bigger than that piece right there. They wanted like $40 for it. What's that, son?
I'm gonna put this on the thing and then we'll go.
Where's he going? Where's he going?
Oh, wherever he wants to go.
Where's your other phone? Everything on this one?
He wants Blippi. I don't have Blippi on my phone. I'm about to actually go ahead and hook up the power bank because we're at 25%. Hold on. I wanted one because I have an iPhone. I wanted one. I have a MagSafe case. I wanted one where I could just hook it up to the back of my phone, so I don't have to worry about the cord and stuff hanging out. Stop, Gage. And Gage getting it. But they didn't have one at Walmart, at least not one that I want to pay for. Like Steven says, I am cheap.
You're getting closer to the sapwood now. I mean the heart of the wood. You know, that's sapwood on the side, the white is called sapwood. But that's the meat of it right in there. That was a 1-inch live edge. That right there is deep enough to cut. Now see what I'm gonna do now is turn it over. What I'm gonna do now. I think I might turn it 180. Sometimes I change my mind and do it during the process. To be back in a minute. Oh, you can hear me probably. I'm just going to go ahead and get another. My wife is headed back now. She had to go. My son was wanting something. Phone up there?
No, I can look right here.
Can't talk.
I know, there's no way saying nothing.
chicken at the one time. I think.
I don't have Blippi, but you can watch something else though. I don't have Blippi on this phone.
Maybe not. Maybe it's
Any of those? Probably good. Which one?
oh, 10 of them. Come back, y'all. Hey. All right, looking good.
Which one? That one? This one? This one? This one? That one? Well, that's all there is.
Good. Now, now.
As soon as I get Gage scared away, I'll get up and talk. But there ain't nothing else to watch on the phone. Here, take it. Take it. Get up. Get up for a second. Huh. Al said one can use a refillable spray bottle with the water and soap. Come here. The mixture gets their wings wet and then they literally can't fly. Use that mixture for regular flies to horse flies, when fishing to wasps. And yes, I just Googled it. Yellow jackets are just included.
Really? Huh.
That's a nice step, and it's a lot cheaper than buying wasp spray. Gage, you cannot cry up here.
You telling Gage you cannot cry up there.
I'm just saying we're close to the phone. So, thank you to everybody coming in and viewing. This is Homesteading with the Laws. Right now we are milling some cedar on our Woodland Mills HM122. We are located down here in Southwest Arkansas. We're about 25 to 30 minutes from Malvern and about 35 minutes from Fordyce. This is Woodland Mills entry-level mill. Ours, we got the one that has the 7 horsepower on it. So it's about $2,500 before tax and after tax. It was between 26 and 28, but they also were having a free shipping promotion. They just had a flat rate shipping promotion, but when I looked on the website the other day, good morning, Justin. Good to see you. They don't have any shipping promotions as of right now, but this is our meal. We'll have it in a year in November, and we love it. We were planning on building a shed over it, but between customer orders and living 45 minutes an hour from here, we haven't been able to do that. So we are thinking about putting the money down to get a metal carport built over it, just to get out of the elements. And with winter coming up, you know, we just want to be well protected. And we also do a lot more than milling over here too. We're taking you on adventures. We got a couple of videos up, Adventure with the Laws. We've been to Blakely Mountain Dam and Mount Pine, Queen Wilhelmina and Mina twice actually. Mount Magazine, I forget which town it is. Mount Magazine is Arkansas's highest peak. Queen Wilhelmina is Arkansas's second highest peak.
Oh.
What? Hey Justin, you kind of live in cedar country. I've been trying to ask if you know anybody selling cedar. You were not here earlier when Steven was talking about it, but for anybody who wasn't here earlier, yesterday we talked about how we had to cut it because we were going to go to Mina to pick up some cedar logs. So we loaded up the trailer, loaded up the toddler, and drove there. Steven let the guy know we were on our way. And he's like, hey man, I had to work. I won't be off till 5. And so we got to Mina at like 1, after 1, maybe 1:30. And so we had to sit there and kill time. And then he texts Steven and says, hey, I actually went home at lunch. He didn't tell us that. Because he had texted Steven at 11 and said that he wasn't getting off to 5. And we were, already halfway there. We had made it to Glenwood, which is about halfway to Mina. And then he's like, well, Steven was supposed to get 6 logs. And he's like, well, I only got these 4 smaller ones. And he sent pictures of them, and they just weren't good quality. It's just really hard to find good quality, solid cedar. And the people who do have the good cedar, they charge arm and leg for it because they know that what we can charge for it, which is not even the same thing.
Yeah, you said that they done figured out how much I can charge for board after I get it ready to sell. Well, they ain't figuring I can't pay them the same price I'm gonna get for the board. So that's not business. That's not good business.
Justin said, good seeing y'all too. How y'all doing up there? Hey, I just wanted to let you know I'm actually here. If, say, some reason you fellas need some help, I'm free and able. I do landscaping work right now. Stop, Gage. That's right. He said if I find out about any cedar, I would definitely let y'all know. First thing, cedar isn't on our property that I know of, or tell y'all can have it. What do you want?
Well, I wouldn't want you to give it to me, Justin. I would pay you a fair price for it. I don't mind paying the fair price for stuff, but some of these folks have just got to figure out what I'm making or what anybody else will make on the sawmill, and they want to charge that per log, and you just can't do that. I mean, if you ain't gonna make no money, why go drive 3 hours, spend a whole day and $100 worth of gas if you're gonna bring it back and not make anything off of it, I mean, that's just crazy.
kind and appreciate you for offering your assistance. Man, cedar is dusty. I don't know if y'all can see that sawdust coming off. It's dusty.
Yeah, I need her to get me a shed over at my sawmill because it's super hot.
Mama,
What?
it's hot.
Yep.
It's hot.
I mean, I feel like Gay just started doing reverse pickpocketing. He stuck a car in my pocket and I didn't even feel it. Steven was getting dressed this morning. He was emptying out his pockets from yesterday and he found a rock. Somehow or another, Gage had slipped a rock in his pocket at some point yesterday. I don't know when it was, but he's like a reverse pickpocketer.
Sure doing that. I'm like, where did this rock come from? See, I took the pin out of it. See, that was a 12-inch top. Time I get through squaring it up, making a can, it's going to be an 8-inch can. So it took a 12-inch top to make an 8-inch can.
So you cut 1x8s?
Cut 1x8.
Steven's cutting some 1x8 cedar. He wants to put cedar in our cabin on the walls. He wants to put hardwood on the floor, but we haven't bought any.
Some of that.
No.
Good.
Oh, there's a little bit of dust on that other one.
There's some right here.
Yeah. But no like bark or nothing. So the bunks have to be free from trash or bark or anything like that so that the log can lay level. Because if you don't have a flat level log, then your lumber is going to be cut kind of wonky. And I will let you guys know, Steven broke his mic, and so I'm instructing you on stuff, and I don't know much about anything.
You know, I love it when a woman's honored.
But he wants to do hardwood on the floor, but we haven't bought any oak logs because he's really concerned about getting some cedar logs. Because we don't have very many people buying cedar, but when we do, they seem to buy quite a bit of it. We've actually had a back-to-back customer. We've had a couple of back-to-back customers. We have one a furniture maker who makes cedar benches that buys a couple boards of cedar about at least once a month, if not twice a month, depending on how his ordering is going. And then we have another guy, and he's from Malvern, the guy who makes furniture. Then we have another guy in Hot Springs that him and his brother have a cabin up on the Arkansas River that's all cedar, and they bought some cedar making bunk beds. And he said that he's probably definitely gonna get some more when it cools down. And then a couple weeks ago, we had somebody call us and wanted some cedar boards. They just wanted to come out and look. It's actually a petting zoo that's like 10-15 minutes from us. They're building a concession stand, so they needed some cedar. So our cedar sells. It might sell a little slower, but it sells. We're making sales. How big is the cedar, and what part of Texas are you in? We're down in Southwest Arkansas. And so Steven's willing to drive for some pretty good solid cedar, but he told me this morning that he's expecting at least 12 inches on the little end, so you get some good stuff out of it. Somebody, Spectra Spartan, said, okay, I don't know if Texas full of mountain cedar y'all can just have. We hate how flammable they are. I'm not sure if that's his cedar or if he's just saying that it's full of cedar or what.
Now do what now? I didn't hear all that.
Texas full of mountain cedar y'all can just have. We hate how flammable they are.
What? Do they have some?
So as you said, I don't know. I don't know if I quite understand the comment.
Well, if you got some, if you're trying to get rid of some cedar, you can text or either text our number or my Sawmill page. If you got cedar that you want to get rid of, just contact me.
Or if you know somebody selling cedar.
If you know somebody selling cedar. Right now, I got a problem.
He said these are about 10 to 12 feet. Used to have. Sorry, should have clarified. Will do.
Yeah. And that way, if he's got some, or if he got some people that, you know, some people that sell them, for some reason, got loosened up. Now don't find a crescent, because it ain't truck.
He said, I'll let y'all know in Texas. I'm in Ohio now.
Okay.
But I just dropped our Facebook page name. Actually, if you click on our channel, there's a link to our Sawmill page. And also I dropped Steven's number. If you guys know of anybody selling or if you have any.
I need my crescent.
I don't know what a crescent is.
Y'all, gotta do some adjusting here.
Thank you, Spectra Spartan. We appreciate it.
What's that?
He said, y'all have a good day. My fam is there, no problem. I said, thanks for letting us know.
Yeah.
If, you know,
Have a good day. Y'all, I gotta find my crescent. I gotta adjust something real quick. I'll be right back.
Steven has to go find his crescent. There's something that needs to be adjusted on the mill. This mill, it's not just about just putting a log up there and cutting lumber. There is mechanical aspects of it too. I don't know the mechanics of it. And I'm not even sure what exactly is wrong. He didn't tell me what's wrong. But this is the Woodland Mills HM122. It is Woodland Mills entry-level mill. It's actually the smallest one they have. It is a 7 horsepower. This is the water tank right here, and it lubricates the blade. There's a little, you can't see it, but there's a little, oh, there, right there. There's like a little spout that sprays water on the blade. So our lubrication is just water and non-dishwashing liquid, and you know, it comes down the tube and it sprays the blade to cool down the blade. And when you're cutting pine is super sappy, so it helps to move the blade in and out. So the blade moves this way and comes in this way and goes out that way. So if you see us, especially with our pine, we will take the bark off and we'll take a wire brush. We'll take our wire brush and we will clean it off just because from sitting on the ground, it just gets like rocks and dirts in it and it can really dull your blade. We're using Ripper 37s from Jerry's Resharp out of Kentucky.
Y'all, wait a minute, hang on, you stop. Y'all listen to this woman. A year ago, she's getting very knowledgeable. Don't walk off, because you're gonna finish what you're saying. You know, see how knowledgeable she is? She's done learned this meal pretty good.
Because I've been watching Homesteading with the Laws.
But y'all see how knowledgeable she is, and everything she says so far is right on the tee. I mean, it's correct. But go ahead, proceed.
And so Steven said one of his favorite features about the Woodland Mills and why he chose this mill. I've been trying to get him to do a whole video of why he chose this mill and what's so good about Woodland Mills. Why he chose it over, you know, the other big names, the Wood Miser, the Frontier. Is there another big name?
What is that? Yeah, it is. I mean,
Wood Miser, Frontier.
they got several different ones now. Hudson.
I'm saying like the big ones.
The Hudson is big.
The big names.
Hudson is big.
Oh. We hear a lot about Wood Miser.
Yeah, probably Wood Miser is top.
So the biggest reason why Steven went with this mill is the price. The price point was the biggest thing. And he said Woodland Mills is really good about putting out quality, affordable products. Gage, they want everybody to be able to mill. I've never personally priced a Wood Miser. Gage! But they are double digit in the thousands from what I understand, even for an entry level. Gage is back there making noise on the griddle. I apologize. I promise you next weekend it will be better because we will have our mic back. But anyways, so the biggest reason why we went with this mill is the price point. And like I said, this mill is the smallest one they have. It is $2,500 before tax. So after tax, and when Steven bought this last November, they had a special. They were doing free shipping. So it was about $2,600 to $2,800. And it comes on a freight truck. They were running a deal where they were doing flash shipping for $200, but when I looked on there the other day, they no longer have that. So this entry level comes in a 7 horsepower and a 9 horsepower, and we have the 7. So like I said, the biggest thing why we chose this one was the price point. And another thing that Steven likes is the water. Like I said, the water comes out right here, and the water only comes. Will it do when the mill's off?
Yeah.
And the water will only come out when you push the lever and you move it. No. It's coming out.
Huh? It stopped up? Huh.
Well, it's pretty dusty right there.
Yeah. I was squeezing out.
And so you can open up.
Squeeze it.
So you can open up the valve just like that.
I know, but it's probably got trash. There goes.
So you see when you push it, the water comes out when you push it on. So like apparently all the other mills, it's just like a free flow.
You turn it off and on. You have to turn it off and on.
Oh yeah, turn it off and on. But this one, when you push the lever, it just like does it. And like he was turning this, it controls how much water you have coming out at a time. And so cedar isn't really sappy, is it?
It can be.
But pine is super sappy. So he usually has the valve turned way up and it's spraying. Like I said, it's cooling down the blade. And it cools down the blade. The blade heats up, you know, as you're using the mill. Like I don't know a lot about the mill, but I've been watching Homesteading with the Laws. I've been watching Mr. Steven, jumping there. And so I've learned quite a bit of stuff. I don't think I can say I can run it by myself. I mean, I have tried. But I'm gonna show you guys the back of it too. And so this is the blade tensioner. And so when you're gonna mill, you tighten it up, and then you give it 2.5 to 3 turns. And then when you're done for the day, you have to loosen off the tension because you don't want it sitting here, you know, tight all week. And so our mill is all manual. There's no hydraulic. There's no power to it at all. So cutting it, loading it, turning it is all done by hand with our lovely cant hook. And so this is the lever I was pushing. So this is the lever that makes the blade go. So when you push this, the blade starts and it goes. And so this is the hand winch that moves the head up and down. And Steven has had quite a few problems with it, but he has not contacted Woodland Mills to try to see if I get a replacement
They
or.
would customer services. They would replace it. No problem.
And I guess that's another reason why Steven went with Woodland Mills, because they have great customer service.
Yes, they do. Very friendly people. If you have a problem with your meal, trust me, they're gonna get it fixed.
And then so back here, you can kind of sort of see. There's the motor. It's a Kohler Command Pro 7 horsepower, and then and so it's a pull start. It's not electric start. So it's a pull start, kind of like, you know, weed eater, chainsaw, all that kind of stuff. You can also, and then you turn it off from here. There's a filter here. And then you can also have it running if you want it running fast or slow, kind of like on a chainsaw or anything like that. And then this is his measuring tool, and it shows him how deep the cut's going to be, how thick the board's going to be when it cuts it. And so you can buy lots of customizations. So the only customization that we have bought so far is this right here. It's a blade guide. It kind of can, you know, adjust how much. I'm not sure exactly how to explain it.
Well, the further apart the guide is on the blade, the more likely you can get an offcut. See, it'd be like this, it can flex more. This right here moves in and out. Keeps the width of the cut there, the blade right better on the box. And that's what done come loose on here. It's a block guide, and it was loose. So I'm tightening it up. Think I ever take you back?
And so I was telling him that it's more than just putting a log on the deck and cutting. It's a lot of mechanics that go into it also.
It's a lot to it. I mean,
He looked at it, no response yet.
He
looked at it, no response yet.
Probably not cut it. All right. That is good. Okay, you know what I didn't do? Might have that.
So Steven's constantly checking the levels of the blade, the level of the bunks. It's so peaceful and quiet out here. I love it. I cannot wait to move out here full time.
That's pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty dang good. I'd say so myself.
I've actually been looking at natural pools. Kind of want Steven to build me one, but I don't know. He's always wanted a pond, personally. There's a lot we want to do. So when we move out here full time, skate shop, you guys are gonna be flooded and bombarded. Apologize to our subscribers ahead of time. You're gonna be bombarded by lots of stuff.
I'm just checking the level.
Where is?
You know, level is the key thing. What is the wasp?
Yeah, it's coming around. Oh, it's going. It was looking at that hole over there. The wasps and ants are really bad this year. I don't know what it is. I'm hoping We need a cold front to come on through and freeze these wasps out.
Pretty good on that one. Hey.
You see something?
Now, I take pride in my lumber, and I want to cut the best of my ability.
You have to do a lot of adjusting. Like I said, it's not just putting a log up here and getting the cutting.
You don't have to do it every day, but every now and then. You gotta remember this thing vibrates, pressure on different things, and stuff moves. It just does. And that's the level there, y'all. Well, she walked off. I shouldn't say bring it here and look at that. When she comes back, I'll let y'all see the leveler. I got 2 or
You know
3.
there's a wasp nest in there?
In where?
I don't know if it's any good right there.
No, I didn't know that. Yeah, if it's a nest there, it's good. Let them see how level that is.
Come back, Gage.
And bubble
Morning, Spencer. Stop, Gage.
Y'all-
Gage is trying to hook himself up.
Y'all can see, I don't know if y'all can see the bubble. Probably not. She ain't getting it close enough.
Hold on.
The bubble, that's the blade. Level. See the bubble? Center bubble? Bubble? I don't know if you can get any closer than that. What do you think, babe? It's pretty,
Obviously, that's pretty
that's-
perfect.
yeah. Same amount on each side. So you go between the bubble on each side, the black lines, there's much gap in between them on both sides. And I don't think you can get that. So that's level. And y'all can watch it probably 2 or 3 weeks from it now. Probably check it, and it might be off a little. And y'all see me do this.
You want to come look at this over here?
Wasp nest?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me go check this wasp nest stuff, y'all. Oh, let me get this.
I don't see any in there. Well, you know what I mean? Like any, like, adults.
Oh, can I get to it to knock it down?
No, it's in there.
Where? Oh, I think that is an old one. Yeah, it is. That's an old one. I ain't gonna waste on it. That's an old nest.
So,
Anyway, got that back level. It wasn't off much, but
how are you doing this morning, Spencer? How's everybody doing? Where's
Yeah.
everybody from?
I'm cutting cedar this morning, y'all, and we having mic trouble. So if y'all wondering, somebody broke the mic at work the other day. Was going to do a live. Didn't have the phone hung up good enough. It dropped, shattered the receiver on the sticks in the phone. Not calling no names.
So, Al, those are not our dogs. We have about 3 stray dogs.
Yeah.
Hang right here. And I've been calling him Old Yeller. And Steven started calling him George the other day. It's him, and there's like 2 females that every time we're out here, they come up running. We actually personally have 4 dogs. We have a beagle that's outside, Henry. We have a pit bull that's outside. That was a rescue from our neighbors down the road. And then we have Scar, which is our short-haired German pointer / Aussie. He's currently inside in a kennel in the bathroom because we got him as a puppy. And so I didn't think he needed to be outside quite yet. And then we have a Chihuahua that's our inside dog, Coco. And so we need to build a kennel out here so we can bring our dogs out here. You can see that water hitting that blade.
they're getting more and more red because it gets that guy probably ain't coming today either.
Oh, if you guys have never been in here, a few weeks ago, we have a live we did of cutting up some cedar mantles. Steven had a log that had a root that was growing down in it about 6 foot up the board, so he ended up cutting mantles out of it. The top one is 3 inches and the bottom one is 4 inches thick, live edge. He's thinking about just saving for us to put into our house, our little tiny cabin that we're gonna be building. Got cedar over here. Those are some of our logs. These are the 2x8s he's been cutting up. He was cutting it to build onto the cabin, but we're gonna build a dog trot. So this is for our breezeway, for our screen and porch. And he just decided he wanted to cut up some cedar right now.
Too, let them know we're here now, but we ain't gonna be here all day. So she needs to come on now.
wrong? What is it? Well, show me. Dragonfly? See it? Dada.
Yeah. What? What?
I don't know what he's pointing
I don't know
to.
what he's pointing
He won't show me.
to. Go show Mama.
Go show me. Later.
What?
Go show me. Go show me. I don't know what you're talking about.
Look at that. That's cute. 1 by 8 cedar lumber.
We are milling cedar on our Woodland Mills HM122. Steven's cutting 1x6. I mean, sorry, 1x8. 1x8. 1x8's 8 foot long. Or 10 foot long.
You get it right in a minute. I'll do the same thing.
1x8's 10 foot long. Cedar boards. He was just in the mood to cut up some cedar. The thing is, we don't keep a lot of lumber in stock because you never know what a person's gonna want. So it doesn't make any sense to deplete your stock cutting one certain piece of wood and then somebody else is gonna want something else. and then you're not even going to be able to cut it because you're not going to have none left. You're going to have to try to find some. Because you depleted all cutting one thing, thinking people are going to want. It ends up being something else they want.
It's getting hot.
Stop. Stop. Get down. Go. Go.
Hey, you got hurt?
No.
Gotta get the shortstop in there so I don't hit on the top of the blade. For the people just coming in, I'm cutting 1/8 cedar lumber right at the moment.
Praise the camera and say, good morning, it's your friendly neighbors to the north here in Ontario, Canada. Don't work too hard this morning.
Morning. How you doing this morning? I ain't gonna work too hard. It is getting hot. Probably ain't gonna be long, so I take a little break. Cutting cedar this morning. I don't know if I can really see that good. one day. Tell them a true one, babe.
Steven's cutting cedar 1x8s, true 1x8s.
Sound like he's really sleepy, so.
Well, I would imagine he ain't slept much past couple days.
Appreciate everybody that's come in and viewed today. Appreciate all the new subscribers. Please like and subscribe and hit that little bell button.
You can watch Blippi
symbol.
right now.
So y'all know when we're on live every time. Appreciate everybody that came in here. Appreciate all my subscribers and non-subscribers. Hope y'all enjoying this channel.
Hold on, baby. Crazy Cameron said, hold on, Gage. Said, we don't get to smell that fresh cut cedar. Yum, yum. What do you charge for 1x8x10? A 1x8x10 is $16.67 for cedar. We charge $2.50 a board foot for cedar. And it smells so good out here, that cedar. It's very aromatic. Hey Spencer, I've been battling a migraine all weekend. Actually, it's the first day I kind of feel halfway decent. It's a hot one down here today in Southwest Arkansas. Yeah, I had a migraine Thursday at work. I got off, took some ibuprofen, came home. About 11 o'clock that night, I had to take more ibuprofen. Took off Friday, and I'm getting some Excedrin. Still, it's kind of feel a little bit better, but I kind of had that like migraine headache, that migraine hangover. I was really close to going to the clinic and getting them to get me a shot in my back. Cause you know when you get those, yeah, you're gonna hit it. You gonna hit it on live. He was about to hit it on live. Thank you to everybody coming in. If you're enjoying this, please give us a like. There's the little 3 dots at the top, or you can double tap your screen. We appreciate each and every one of our viewers, our subscribers, our new subscribers. We go live every Saturday and Sunday. I can't give you a certain time because I'm not very timely, so I hate that I can't pre-plan a time, but it's usually in the morning between like 6 and 7. Unless it's like a super late morning. We've really been taking we've been milling in the mornings and then taking the afternoon to go explore our beautiful state. Is he gonna hit it? You gonna hit it again?
Yeah, I gotta move it back. Well, tell you what I'm gonna do.
Up, Steven's doing tricks, y'all. Ooh!
Hey, let's see if I'm gonna miss that. The reason why I meant to do that, y'all, is that bottom one ain't very, about a 1 inch thick is what I can cut on the bottom, very bottom one. And it ain't 1 inch thick. So it's gonna be about a 7/8 on that bottom one. Oh yeah, I got a 16th of an inch.
Green Gordon says he has a chainsaw mill with the Husky 395 XP, heavy as heck. I should get one of these.
Yeah, these are nice. Not saying you can't cut good lumber with the chainsaw mill, but there's a lot more work with that chainsaw mill. I just cut them 8 or 9 boards up in just a few minutes, and it's true.
Steven actually bought a chainsaw mill. He just never opened it, and
Yeah.
bought a big chainsaw to go with it.
I got a big chainsaw. It's old.
You didn't poop.
I think it's the 372 Husky Varner with a 28-inch bar. It's a big old chainsaw. But it does pulls that 28-inch bar very well. I've cut some big logs with it. But I'm cutting cedar up here. And welcome to my channel there, by the way. Look at that, how smooth that is. What was his name?
Green Gordon.
Green Gordon himself.
Go show me.
You know, that's a beautiful board. Look at
Go
that.
show me.
Guy told me he was watching one time. He said, "Oh, too many knots in it." And I said, "Well, you show me a cedar tree anywhere in this here United States that don't have knots on the cedar tree, and I'll shake your hand." I'm not saying there's one out here. You probably can find one. I got some. It ain't, you know, you can't hardly see the knots. I still got little knots.
What?
But you will cut one. I'm talking about the whole tree. You know, you ain't gonna cut a whole cedar tree that ain't got knots in it. It's just not.
I feel like we need to take a cool down break. I really don't want to leave. I
Uh,
feel like we need to take a cool down break, but I really don't want to leave.
yeah, it's still got hot. I don't know what time it is.
It's 10:01.
Has anybody got back with me on this guy?
It's really hard for me to do anything with gauge.
I think I cut 8 boards out of that.
Stop you around.
One bait.
No.
Woo! It's hot, y'all. It is hot out here in Arkansas today.
I got a toddler all on me.
Yeah.
Well, go over there. My daddy's over there. Go over there. Hurry up.
Yeah. Woo. You want a drink? One drink?
There's actually, Steven has some pretty big, so his cut up to a 10.6, 22-inch diameter, but he's got some really huge ones over there that he was thinking about slabbing up with his chainsaw mill that he has not opened yet. Just so he can be able to put them on his meal. I don't know what he's gonna ultimately do. Those are some ones he's got from his job.
Yeah, them are the old growth pine. Some of them got 6 to 8 rings in an inch. They're real good wood. It's hard to find that nowadays.
Were you chainsaw milling it, Gordon?
Yes. Whoa, y'all, I done got hot. Take me a break if y'all don't mind. That guy probably ain't coming today.
Do you want your phone?
The reason why I don't do, if anybody wants special cuts anymore, they have to pay half up front because I have so many people telling me, "Oh, we coming to get wood," and they never show.
I was telling them that we don't really keep a lot of lumber on hand because we are a small mill, and you just never know what a person's gonna want at any given time. You don't want to cut up all your product, thinking somebody's gonna want this cut, and then they want something else, and then you gotta scramble around trying to find stuff.
Them 2-bait pine up there is for my own personal use. I have quite a bit of cedar cut up. Well, you know, 20 or 30 boards probably or better of good stuff. And then I got second grade stuff, and I got some live edge, and I got some mantles over here cut up. I got 2 over. I got like 3 or 4 mantles I can cut. That's cut. I got them from 2 inches to 4 inches thick. Supposed to have a guy come by and get my first cut today. It's going to sell him 100 for $200. And, he said all the way up told him I'd actually hold him for him because I had another guy looking at him. And more than likely this guy's not going to show up. So,
if anybody's ever sold anything, you know, through their business or marketplace, you have a lot of people asking for stuff and then nobody comes through.
Yeah, I'd say probably 1 out of every 10 people that from marketplace stuff that contacts me says they're coming to get the lumber. Probably 1 out of 10 maybe actually shows up. So there's a reason why I don't special cut anymore unless they pay half. They send me half the money, then I cut it. If they don't come and pick it up, they just lose the money. But I ain't totally lost my money. Because, you know, everybody don't want the same thing.
Especially when you get into cutting mantles.
Yeah.
Or like fence posts, or, you know, we cut, which it was pine, we cut up for fellow YouTubers down the road, Two Sisters Homestead. They were doing a fence. They wanted 4x4, dimensional 4x4, 6 foot long.
Yeah, they're gonna do a fence, but they want 100. Did they say 125, 150 more?
I forgot when she said. They start off with 108.
Yeah. Then I think they need like 100. Well, for the people come in, this is my old tractor here. Don't look like much, but it does a good job. It's old like me. I built all the brackets here to put the loader on this tractor. Didn't fit it, you know, naturally fit it. So I've done all that. And I got hot time. I'm just there to take a break.
Want to take a break in the air, but Steven loves talking to you guys.
Yeah.
He just doesn't want to get off.
I got to sharpen some blades too sometimes or another. I might take them home and just record it at home, sharpen it, but I can sit under the shade and just take my time because I sharpen my own blades. And I ain't got one of the big high dollar sharpener. But it does a good job. So far it does a good job.
Spencer said, how's the weather been treating y'all?
Spencer's hot. It's brutally hot. I don't know if you can see it or not, but my shirt's soaking wet. My meal's out in the sun. I ain't had time to build a shed yet. So I'm probably gonna go with a carport. But, you know, I know everybody says, oh, you got your, but I ain't had time. And it's hot right now, and the carport over there, the shade would be a help a lot. I'm right out in the middle of the sun, and I'm gonna tell you, it's brutal when it's over 100 degrees.
I know a lot of people like to do projects in the summer, but down here in Arkansas, it's really not feasible. It's like I said that we were just gonna get another cabin to go at our cabin and do a dog trot, because to build onto it, we would literally have to like cut the lumber as we can right now and kind of let it dry to fall when it's a little more.
Did you want to walk down and show them? We got some stuff in the cabin right now.
We can. He said, haha, the same. Up here, it's been damn near 95 with 90% humidity. You got some bad heat exhaustion to cover from.
Yeah, you know, if you're in that kind of heat, people don't realize it. I'm not lazy. Anybody can tell you that watches my channel, been watching my channel. I worked on a logging job, my first job, and I worked 7 days a week a lot of times. And but when you stand out in that hot sun, in the middle of that sun, with that stuff beaming on you, by George, after about 3 hours of it, you got to take a break because it's done all the liquid that you. And then I'm on, and the bad thing is, I'm on pills that helps get the fluid off my lungs and stuff. So, you know, it's like I dehydrate quicker. And yeah, it gets hot, and I've been out here this morning since about 7:30.
Something like that.
And it's been hot ever since. And I've been out here probably about close to 3 hours milling.
We've been we've been doing like half days, really not really half a day, like 10 o'clock we've been like cutting it short because it's been really hot out here. Spencer said, brother, I damn near passed out twice yesterday on my delivery route for Amazon.
Yeah, oh, you work for Amazon. I'll be darned. You know what part of, where does he live?
Let me see if he's told me before.
He just said what ago. He just said it was. I'm sorry, Spencer. I get so many people I talk to that tell me where they live. I forget.
I don't know if he's ever told us.
But anyway, that's probably a good job there as far as pay.
Connecticut.
Connecticut. Okay.
Have you ever been to Connecticut?
I've been to Connecticut.
I've never been to Connecticut.
When I was driving.
He said he hadn't said so.
Okay, Connecticut. That's up in a lot of little states up in there in that part of the world. But been up all the way up to Watertown, New York, Buffalo, Syracuse, Pennsylvania, all up in there when I was driving the truck. Maryland, all up through there. But yeah, if you do anything out in the sun right now, and I'm not a young man, so even young men get burned out.
Yeah, I know those truck drivers, you know, UPS, FedEx, because in mail trucks, they don't have no air in those trucks.
Not them small trucks.
Not in the big trucks either. I don't think they have in those big USPS trucks either, do
I
they?
think Amazon does. Those trucks probably got there. Still got to get out and move them packages and unload it stuff.
He said summers here suck. Water on two coasts and the whole state is a river valley. It's always humid as all get out.
I mean, you can't help from being humid there with water all around you. And that's the thing about Arkansas. It rains a lot, and it's just, and the humidity is really bad here in Arkansas. A lot of people don't know, but way back, hundreds of years ago, actually Arkansas was actually at one time Arkansas was a rainforest. So, you know, that tells you right there is humidity. And we still have a lot of forest land, but it's not a rainforest anymore, of course. You know, because over years, hundreds of years, thousands of years, it's changed. But the humidity ain't changed.
He said Amazon's got AC, but it don't help too much when you got to pop out of the van every 2 minutes.
That's right. That's true. And up there, he probably unloads a lot in the city, and that concrete and pavement is really super hot. So, but it's hot today.
Thank God I work in an office building.
Yeah, she works for the state of Arkansas, and she works in an office building.
Most of the time, I am out transporting in and out of a car sometimes. But not very much anymore. I choose to stay in the office.
Yeah.
And Stephen works in logwoods, but he is in a machine. They do have air conditioning, but they do still have to get out and do mechanicing and stuff out in the heat.
I'm a logwood.
They have to grease their machines and fill up and stuff. They try to do it before it gets too hot, you know, early in the morning, but sometimes it doesn't always work out that way.
Look at him, he's out in the sun. It ain't bother him.
It doesn't bother Gage. Gage's got a good old summer tan going on.
I mean, I know he's mixed, but he usually ain't that dark. You pull his shirt off, he's got tan lines. I mean,
Yes.
he's got a good tan. Oh, you got a log. Look, he got a log in his lip. Y'all look at that log. My son's already a logger. Yeah, you got a log on your lip. Yeah. That's my pride and joy right there. Oh, no. Oh.
He ain't been sleeping too good the past couple nights.
No.
Cause he's been he likes to take long extended naps during the day. Then he don't want to sleep at night.
Yeah.
I try to keep him on the nap schedule they do at the daycare during the weekends, but it just there's a breeze.
Oh, that feels good. And I appreciate everybody that's in here viewing, that has been in here viewing.
He's calling you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a side by side.
Spencer said, "Shoot, wish I could tan, but boy, my pasty white butt just turns red."
Oh, I can't. Yeah, y'all, my arms is dark, but trust me, from here down, I am pale white, and my legs. Probably they would outlaw my legs here in Arkansas, because if I wore shorts, my legs are so bright it would probably blind oncoming traffic and cause wrecks. So that's the reason why I don't wear shorts. You know, my legs are white. The definition of white.
Did you want to go over there?
Yeah, we can walk over here and look at our cabin. We got some stuff. I got some stuff out of my truck, tools out of my truck in it, because we moved in it yet. So we can go over here and look at it.
Kind of tell everybody our ideas.
Yeah, I need to plug the air conditioner up on it.
Yeah.
We ain't got power out here yet, but I got a generator over there that I run the air conditioner on. It's got a heat and air in it.
He said built-in reflective tape in his legs.
I tell you what, y'all might not believe me, but I could go out at night, pitch dark, and have everything covered up, except for have shorts on, and all you can see is two white things moving, legs moving, white legs. What? What'd you do? It's part of your car? Did you break it? Well, go throw that over there. You don't need to be toting around. Y'all will walk down here. I have to plug those
Yeah, I don't know.
If y'all want to walk down here and look. I can't keep this stuff out of my hands.
Yes, we got a 12 by 24 cabin. It's insulated from top to bottom. And came with electric and a mini split. And we're pricing a 12 by 40. So what's gonna happen is we're gonna have our kitchen and our living room in the 12 by 40 we have now. And then, in the 12 by 24 we have now. And then in the 12 by 40, we're gonna have the bedrooms, one for us, one for Gage, because it's just us. We're just a small family. And we're gonna have a dog trot in the middle, which is a breezeway. And so we're gonna do like a little screen-in porch in between it.
I'm thinking about doing 12 foot in between. I haven't tried yet. I'm gonna do it with my own lumber. I still got a underpinning and all that good stuff.
And so we have to do our own plumbing.
No, that now roll that generator. Yeah. And we got an air mattress in there, but we ain't never used it. We thought about staying here on the weekends, but we still got to get a little bit more stuff together to do that.
Like I mentioned before, we have a dog that's in the kennel in the bathroom, so we have to bring the dog out with us, so we just haven't.
We couldn't put him out. We couldn't put him out. Look at that dog. Dog we got here. That's George. Not our dog. I don't know what his name is, but our name is George. We got Mary Kate and Ashley usually running around. This is a Ford generator with a Ford motor on it.
If you guys didn't know, Steven is a Ford man, so of course he has a Ford generator. Why not?
Yeah. I got a Ford generator. I like Ford. And I'm telling my help you. About that. Trying to get it level.
And so I'm thinking he's planning on putting the other side on this side of the building. Stop, Gage. Oh, it feels so good.
What?
It feels so good, that breeze.
I'll find the keys.
You lost the keys?
I got some new keys in the pocket. On the side. That's not it.
Ha ha ha. Spencer said, wait, Ford, you find it on the road dead?
Yeah. Yeah.
Stop, Gage.
Yeah. You're right. Bought this generator about.
What?
Didn't know Ford made a generator, actually. She even got the Ford cup on the front and Ford blue. A lot of people say, I ain't never seen one. I haven't ever seen one either.
Stop, Gage. Stop,
But
Gage.
I bought it, I don't know, 5-6 years ago. When I bought it, didn't know it was electric start. The battery is dead on it, because them batteries don't last long. So I just pulled it. Like I said, I got stuff out of my truck in here, so y'all have to choose to this.
I'm actually kind of thinking that we should keep those 4 windows in there.
Yeah, I think so too, since we're going to go to the dog truck.
Spencer said for Jenny's, my pops and grandpa used Generac.
Yeah, them a good machine.
Stop, Gage.
They are
Stop.
But when I bought this, and in Arkansas we do have some bad winters with a lot of ice, and it knocked out the power for 2 weeks. And I bought this one. We was uptown. Close to the city limits.
Stop. Off of it.
So
Stop.
this really got me by.
Stop. I do want to get one of those Generacs for a whole house generator. Actually, Steven wants to go solar. The wasp just flew in there. Oh, careful. Go in there. No! Yes, I gotta untangle the cord.
Move. Move, 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 move.
So it's insulated from top to bottom. And it's got electricity in it. It's got the mini split. It came with windows. So we got this off the lot. So we didn't get to design this ourselves. And so this side, we will have a doorway right here that will go into our screen and porch that will eventually lead into our bedrooms. So my channel said solar starts at about $5,000 for a single adult or a couple.
So what?
Solar starts at about $5,000 for a single adult or a couple. And Spencer said land looks good for solar, plenty of open land. That tax credit is going to be nice too.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been wanting to look in. Actually, I got some emails that I need to look at from the government. They actually help you get started solar.
What's up, Gage?
But, yeah, go ahead. What you...
My channel said EG4 all-in-one 3,000 is about $650. 20 kilowatts of batteries is about $4,000. Pallet of solar is about $3,000.
How much does it take to... See, I don't know nothing about it. So how many kilowatts would you need to run a small house? For the people that know that's watching.
He said current connected is a good dealer / reseller to work with. And so this shed that we have now, this 12 by 24, it's going to run us about $10,856. And so we're doing the 60-month payment at $401.67. And if we can move out here and move out and pay it for rent, we could actually try to pay it off in 3 years at the 502.
Yeah, and it's got double pane insulated windows. The good windows.
I'm not really sure how far we are from Knoxville. We're here in Southwest Arkansas. You said, how are you near Knoxville or Solar?
No.
Oh, Knoxville or Georgia.
Knoxville, Arkansas. I mean Tennessee. We have pretty good ways.
He said tiny home, 10 to 20 kilowatt batteries.
Okay. And how many batteries does it take to get that, to achieve that? I mean, I'm really stupid about solar. I don't know. I'm gonna take a seat here, y'all.
Should have bought the tripod in so I could stand in the air.
Yeah. We bought this air mattress. It's got its own pump on it. I don't know, a couple months ago, and never used it. And still ain't used it. We've come in here and sat on it.
He said Knoxville, Tennessee, or Georgia. There's a solar liquidator in Knoxville on Facebook.
Okay, well, we need to look at that. Because I know the government, if you go through the government, I really don't like to associate myself too much with the government.
It says Santan Solar has a warehouse in Georgia.
Okay. Because we kind of want to go solar. I mean, we're not off grid, of course, but
I mean, we kind of are because we don't have any utilities right now.
No utilities right now because we always just getting started on this. But if I could go solar and make my own electricity and ain't got to depend on paying the light bill or the electric company, because every time you turn around out in the country, even when you got electric, they always out of.
Can you do this for a second?
You're always out of power. Electricity always going off. And
yeah, when you live out in the country, the power company is not interested in turning your power back on in a timely manner. So that's why it's good to have a generator, and that's why I was thinking of a whole home generator.
Quit, Gage.
You see what he said about the pallets?
Yeah, I see that. Quit. My son is attacking me, y'all. Yeah, well, you can't afford to run a generator all the time now because gas is pitiful, so it'd cost you. But we just run the generator now. We're going to have electricity, a pole put out here. It don't cost too much to have the electric turned on. We just haven't done it. If you break my tape, I'm gonna spank you.
Well, the pole is the biggest expense.
Yeah, because I can't cut. I could cut a 6x6, but I can't cut it. Well, I probably could. You know, I probably could cut a, because I can undo it and just slide it as I'm cutting it. Cut 10 foot, and unstrap it and slide it back towards the end and finish cutting it. Because 6x6 post ain't got to be perfect for a light bulb.
Yeah.
Hard to do that.
Yeah, so like before he said a pallet of panels about 12 kilowatts is around 3,000. It's a Yebeats running generator. Bigger all-in-ones, the main central unit runs up to about 2.5 thousand for an 18 kilowatt unit, equivalent to 200 amp service. 3 kilowatt units are $650. There are 5 kilowatt, 6 kilowatt, split phase, 12 kilowatts, 18 kilowatts. And Crazy Cameron's asks, how do you get your fresh water? Is there a well on the property?
No, we're not out here enough right now. We're going to have city water. We're going to have a water meter put in. And y'all, let me tell you how ridiculous it is here. The water line is on my side of the road. We do have city water here. You can get city water. $1,000 to have a water meter put in, just right there. $1,000 on my side of the road.
Stephen did talk about a well, but
Yeah.
they're kind of pricey, and you don't actually know if you can find water on your property.
When my dad had his home out in the country, we dug his well by hand dug it.
But you got to find the water first.
Yeah, his aunt, y'all probably ain't gonna believe this, his aunt was an older lady. She got a persimmon tree, poultry persimmon tree, and what you call a witch for the water. And some of you older folks probably know what I'm talking about. She took that stick, and y'all, I would have never believed it, but I seen it with my own eyes. When she found the spot where the water was, that stick would wiggle. And I know it's a scientific explanation for that, supposedly, but everybody can't do it. It's just every tree ain't gonna do it. It's just not. Anyway, she told us exactly where the water was gonna be. She didn't say how deep. She told us where the water was gonna be. And let me tell y'all, the water was exactly what she said it was gonna be. And there's the water.
Yeah, I told you there was one flying in. You had to do it old school.
Yeah,
Get it?
I had the old school feel that. But anyway,
You're not gonna get it?
it was about 18, 20 foot deep.
Or you're not tall enough?
Some of the best
going
water that you ever taste in your life.
Move, Gage.
Move.
Nope. Yes, we are married. We were married for 2 years on October 7th. But we've been together for about 5. And we have this handsome little guy right here that'll be 3 on October 13th.
She was pregnant before we got married, if y'all doing the math there. It's we was together then, we just ain't been married. But 2 years. We've been seeing each other for almost 5.
My channel said it just depends on how much power you think you need. With 3 people in a mini split, I would lean towards a 6 kilowatt main unit, 20 to 30 kilowatt of batteries, and where you are, 12 kilowatts of panels. Climate varies.
Well, me and him are gonna have to get together off of this, maybe texting or not calling, and he can tell me more about it, because he's done went over. He's fitting out so much stuff there, it's hard to take in exactly, because I've never done solar. So.
Yes, Mason, he is a stud and he knows he's cute. Gage, say hi.
Hi.
Say, how you doing?
He's about to break my tape.
Say, have a good day.
And these things is not cheap.
They can't even hear him, because why are you talking while he's trying to talk?
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Say, have a good day.
He's got the tan going on. He's got the curls. He's had a bad hair day. It's time to wash his hair. I wash his hair about once a week, especially after we've been out here at the mill all weekend. He likes to throw the sawdust up in his head and all the kinds of stuff. Jordan said, I have a 15 kilowatt system, And unless you spend more money on a battery bank to store energy, you will still need an electrical company.
Yeah, that's what me and what was his name again?
My channel.
Huh?
My channel.
Me and my channel, that's what he was just talking about. You can buy the batteries, which sound like that's probably the most expensive thing. Yeah, I guess during the daylight hours, if you didn't have batteries, you'd have electricity. But like you say, if you don't have the batteries, like he was talking about, then you can't, you know, go out and power at night. But what I was wanting to ask him, on them batteries, generally, how long can you run, like if it's a bad cloudy day or something, how long would them batteries generally run like a home before they, you know, they ain't charging?
Earlier he said cheaper than pulling power from the grid for $20,000, pole installation, etc. Costs more than off-grid solar. Hey!
Well, yeah, electricity.
Well, technically, we already have electric out here.
Yeah, we already have.
The poles and stuff have already been done for us.
Yeah, the poles is already there, but we have to put a pole, our own personal pole to put a meter on.
No.
Which I think for the meter and the pole is about $1,000.
Stop.
My channel said get the tape for his wreck.
Yeah.
Yeah, he, you know, of a tape, if you ever kinking, it's messed up. Which I got 2 or 3 tapes. I cut one.
This is a cheaper one anyway.
Yeah, I cut my best tape here the other day with my chainsaw. That's the Walmart tape. That's usually the one I let him play with in case he does mess it up. But yeah, oh, we got some more stuff here.
Read them.
Spencer said, boy, gonna break the tape. Some people uses a wrecked Tesla and takes the batteries for the house. Well, I've been earned. Yeah, I guess that might would work. It says, I did this, 5, I think that's 5 or 5, said I did the same with my dad's tape measure. Yeah. Yeah, it is a toy to him. Okay, I got you. Yeah, he some reason or other he loves the tape measure. It's a toy to him. He loves playing with it.
We have a little short of him helping see the measure that's got like over 15,000 views on it.
Yeah, I done a little short with him helping me measure a log, and we almost got 16,000 views on that thing. People thought just like watching, but yeah. Let me see. Okay, Jordan Honeyman said 10 kilowatt battery system will run your house for 24 hours using the appliance. Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, splinters are just cut.
Let me see if he got a splinter. Where?
Right there on his finger, you'll see.
No.
Right there on his finger.
Hold up. Let me see. Where? Oh, right there? Right there?
Yeah. Is there a splinter over there or is it just cut?
That a splinter? I think it's just cut. That hurt?
He's gonna say everything hurts.
Yeah, he done a little spot on his arm here a while back, and my God, we still can't live that down.
I do have TikTok, Mason. I need to, well, we don't have a TikTok for our mill page, but I have a personal TikTok. I do probably need to get on there and kind of see about solar in Arkansas. We haven't really looked much into it because I know solar can get a little pricey.
Government will help you now. And if you're hooked up to the grid, a lot of times if you don't use power, if you got a big enough solar system, which I don't know how, solar power, you can sell it back to the electric company. I don't know how all that works. You ain't got nothing on your finger. All right, where's my phone? Let's see if anybody's texting me back. It's in your pocket.
Oh.
That guy probably.
I mean, do you see Jordan said up there you can reverse meter also?
I what?
You can reverse meter also, so I get paid for power I produce that I not use. Power company pays it back.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's what I heard. You can send it back to the company, the fire company.
And you saw what he said about the 10 kilowatt battery system will run your house for 24 hours?
Yeah, I seen that too.
Did you see my channel says all appliances, no electric heat or hot water, 10 kilowatts for 24 hours for gas appliances. Yeah. Anyway, you two enjoy yourself. I'm out. And
okay.
Mason said solar is pricey.
Yeah. What? It's just a little cut. What?
Yes, I know solar is pricey, but we just want to just...
It's all right. Cut your little hand.
We just kind of want to check into it and see. Let me kiss it. Mwah.
No.
Oh. Oh, you want me to blow on it?
No.
You want me to spit on it? You want me to spit on it? I'm not gonna spit on it. You're already spitting. Actually, I don't know if you consider them neighbors, but on when you get up to the highway, on the other side of the highway, there's some people who have a couple of solar panels. Actually, there's quite a few. Well, you don't see very many, but there are quite a few people who have solar panels here in Arkansas. And there's actually a lot of solar fields, but Steven says that that solar that they're using is not even for our town, our state.
No, the solar might be. There's a guy across here got a solar.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying all these solar fields that we've seen.
No, I'm talking. No, they're probably for here. But I'm talking about the power we generate here in Arkansas by the water dam.
Oh, okay. Spencer said pain is just weakness leaving the body. His grandpa said that.
Okay.
He wants you to spit on it.
Is that better? Oh, he said,
Can you talk to your people, or are you gonna? What are you doing?
Oh, I'll just see it because it'll hurt for a little while. It'll be alright. You're tougher than that. But yeah, there's a lot of people here is going into more and more solar, even up in town. Like people live beside her mother and dad. They got solar on top of their house. But yeah, sunlight out here. Sunshine in Arkansas is both time abundant. Wintertime, you have clouds.
You can't find no shade here.
No.
Where, baby?
Y'all, we got that split up there on heat and air. It's getting nice and cool in there. So,
like I said, this place is insulated from top to
yeah,
bottom.
the floor is insulated too.
So like I said, we're planning on that being a doorway. It will come into a screen and porch, and then once you go through screen and porch, you'll be walking into our bedrooms and the bathroom. So our idea is to do a dog trot.
Yes, dog trot. My wife found that, and I'm glad she did, because I like the idea, the concept.
Because we're gonna build, 16. He was gonna build 16 foot out on either side, but we would have to be cutting the lumber now between orders, and we wouldn't really be able to realistically start building to fall, just because it's way too high to be building.
And two, you got that 12 foot in the middle. It's going to be screened in, and it's going to be, solid floor, level with the two buildings, up off the ground, same height. It's going to be room that we're going to use too. I also thought about on the end of that actually putting a bathroom, but then you won't be able to see all the way through. So I don't know. I got a lot of things in my head. I'm thinking. And
so we were gonna get the next building without any windows, because there's all these windows, and we were like, we could just take them out. But now I'm thinking we should just keep them, and you can, have windows into the screen and porch. Gage is a hoot. Like I said, he ain't been sleeping good this weekend, last couple days. I don't know what his pop.
He's a mess, y'all. But yeah, we got several ideas that we're going to do. But we are going to do the dog trot for sure. Don't know if we're going to do a 12 by 40 or maybe a 14 by 40. But a 12 by 40 should be plenty. It's just me, Angelica, and Gage.
It really all depends on the price.
Yeah.
How good the price is.
We don't need a giant house.
I mean, I do.
Well, no, she don't. She's just kidding. But, you know, 12 or 40 is pretty good size for just 2 rooms in a bathroom. That's a pretty good size bedroom. But
and like I told him, even if for money purposes we had to go with the same size, we can always build onto it in the future. Because I mean, really, right now, Gage is about to be 3. He doesn't need his own bedroom. Currently, I know it's not right, but he does sleep with us. But even if we had a big enough room, we could just put him a little bed in our room.
his mama. Y'all got to see it. He's running around with a tape on her foot. He's got her. He's got her where he wants her. Look at that. He's got her, boy. He's got her tied up. But
Ooh! Got in my ankle. Okay.
there you go. Anyway, I guess we fit and probably get off of here. I am going to do a live on sharpening my blades if y'all would like to see that. I'm not sharpening many of them, but I can sharpen them, and I've done a pretty good job on the last 5 or 6.
Spencer said that'd be cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm probably gonna do it at the house where we live at the moment. So I got some big shade trees, so set under there, and I got my little place kind of rigged that I sharpen my blades. It's just rigged it up. So anyway.
So we have a lot of ideas for our homestead,
Yeah.
and we're so excited to, you know, have you guys on our journey as we're getting everything together.
I really appreciate all the subscribers and people that non-subscribers. I appreciate them viewing my channel. I really like talking to people. You actually get to know people after a while. But I don't think what's his name? From Ohio.
Lee? Oh, Lane?
Lane, has he?
No, I haven't seen him.
But anyway, Lane's usually in there every time. He was having car trouble yesterday. Battery on his car. He had to put a new battery on. Oh no, oil change. But
So Steven's plan actually is to put cedar up on these walls.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying earlier. And he wants to do hardwood floors, but we haven't bought any oak yet.
I got oak on my property, but I really don't want to cut it.
I'm not sure what he wants to do about the ceiling.
I'm gonna put cedar up there too. I love cedar.
I don't know if we have that much cedar, if you're trying to sell cedar.
Well, that means you're gonna have to get busy cutting cedar. Look.
I'm gonna get busy because, yeah, I know, I feel it.
Look at that.
He's gonna run out of tape.
And that's 30 foot of tape, y'all. He can wind around her, run around her quite a bit. So that's a 30.
He's at 27 feet.
He's at 27 feet now. Yeah. If I done that, I'd be out of breath. Yeah, you're gonna have to get that off. Push that button, and let it come in. I'm gonna tell you what. I ought to get paid for this commercial for this tape. That's a what's that?
Hyper tough.
That's hyper tough tape from Walmart. And it's actually tough. Y'all, as y'all can see.
It's 3-year-old approved.
Yeah, it's 3 years.
It can outstand a 3-year-old.
Yeah, when you got something can withstand a 3-year-old, you know. Oh, he's mad. He's sleeping. What's so funny? He'll fight his sleep. Oh, hang on. What we got here? Cedar. Okay, I ain't doing too good at. Hang on. Read all them.
Spencer said cedar walls would look beautiful. Crazy Cameron said, when you plan on sharpening the blades, I'll try to watch that.
Probably tomorrow evening. Tomorrow evening.
So I'm not sure if it'll be a live or if it'll be a long form video, but
Probably alive.
you know, if you have that little bell notification on, it will let you know when we're going live.
Yeah, probably it'll be alive.
Spencer said trying to take Mama down like a AT-AT from Star Wars.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, Star Wars guy. Hey, I'm a Star Wars. I remember when the first Star Wars, you know, telling my age now, I remember when Star Wars. Actually, I watched Godzilla and Star Wars for the first time on a drive-in theater in Fort Ice, Arkansas. Me, my dad, my 4 sisters, and my mom, we had a big van. He'd open the door on the van, parked sideways, open the big sliding door, and we'd sit in a van. Well, you know, people knows what a drive-in is. We'd look out, sit in a van. Come here. So they had the speakers you hooked on the windows. And I'm talking about old school drive-in. That's when you had to go up to the center and buy all your food. Y'all, people ain't living until they do stuff like that.
I've been to a drive-in. They still have a couple that are still in operation.
Yeah, but we talking about old school.
This one was old school.
But yeah, I watched. I loved the drive-in theater. We didn't go often because my dad just wasn't the type that done that kind of stuff. But we did go watch a few movies that I can remember on at the drive-in theater. It was a huge screen, huge.
Spencer said we actually have a few that are up and running, same as the old days up here.
Really?
Well, I know we have one in Memphis, Tennessee. That's where I went, and I think there's like 2 or 3 still in the state of Arkansas.
And he's from Knoxville?
Up north. No, he's from Connecticut. Spencer's from Connecticut. Ooh, Gage, you're running the tape out. Steven's over here doing business, y'all. But so it came with double insulated windows, which is really nice. All the windows are double insulated. Came in a lot of windows. Like I said, we got this one off the lot, so we weren't able to customize it. But I messaged them the other day to ask them to kind of give me a quote and a price. Said I don't need a fancy door, I don't need fancy windows. At most, probably like 2 insulated windows on the back. That's just like if I had to have windows, because if it's cheap enough, we could cut our own windows out and just do it like that, especially if it's, you know, cheap enough. So I know that buying the sheds is kind of cheating, but we're still trying to stay in budget as much as possible. Crazy Cameron's asks, are you drywalling or putting up panels?
We're gonna put cedar on the walls and ceiling. Maybe put hardwood in the floors. I have to get some hardwood logs cut because I'm not gonna cut the hardwood off my. I got hardwood. I got oak trees out here, but don't want to cut my oak trees. I love oak trees. So.
Spencer said it's not cheating, it's being smart.
Yeah, I thought you text that woman.
I did. It's on my phone.
Oh, she didn't text you back?
Not earlier, not when I looked.
It's gonna fall. Yeah, I just ain't got time to build a whole cabin right now. With work and everything else, and the sawmill. That guy drives a truck. His truck, he broke down the side of the road. They just now got somebody there to fix it. He drives a big truck. I seen the pictures, guys in the big truck. So I asked him when he think he's probably gonna come back.
Well, Steven thought it was cheating a little bit. I mean, you know, because people, like, we were house hunting yesterday on live, and we're just looking at some cabins because we already have a dealer that we're going through, and they're like, you have your own lumber, why not build? It's too hot to build. First of all, we don't have the time. Both working full time and only be able to do this weekends. There's not enough time between our custom orders and other stuff that we need to do. So this is just getting us out here faster. It can get us out here faster, and we can get to doing what we want to do and be able to bring you guys more content. Getting our chickens. We're probably going to cheat on getting a chicken coop and get one that's already done. Huh?
No, smooching.
Yeah.
It's not that kind of channel, I'm sorry. Some guy said it's not enough not enough smooching for me. It's not that kind of channel. This is a family channel. Yeah, you got her, boy. What we gonna do with her now? We're gonna put her in the trunk of the car? No, I'm just kidding, y'all.
I need that power bank. If we're gonna keep going.
Yeah, it's kind of being smart. We can get out here a lot quicker. Okay, you're gonna break my tape now.
Okay, well I can't get him. He's got me.
You got all my tape out.
Ow.
Okay, get it. Nah, you're gonna pull it out. You got all my tape out now. That's 30 foot.
Hello, Comody. Thank you for joining us. We are homesteading down here in Southwest Arkansas. Mainly right now, we mill up lumber on our HM122. Now Steven is unbundling me. We mostly mill wood on our HM122. We were talking about our house plans and how we're gonna do a dog trot so we can move out here a little faster and be able to have our chickens and our cow and our pig and our garden and fun stuff like that.
Run around that way.
So there's just a little bit of something here for everybody.
Yeah, we've been milling. No, pull it tighter. Pull it. My son's got my wife wrapped up. Okay, let go. We can do it again. Let go.
He's wrapping me up. Is he supposed to be wrapping me up?
Go the other way.
And so Steven is the logger by trade.
Come back around.
We are an interracial, interageal married couple. We've been married for 2 years in October. We have
we've been together for over 5.
Yeah, I mean, it isn't. We have a little toddler that'll be 3 in October. We do not go around and fix up houses.
See, because when you tell people we've been married for 2 years, then you tell them we got a 3-year-old son, and they're like, is that his son? They only been together 3 years.
You give me a chance to say that we've been together for 5 years.
Okay.
Here, you talk.
No.
Somebody asks, what do we do? And somebody says, do you go around and fix up houses?
I can cut you some lumber to fix your house up, but I personally don't do it. I'm not really a carpenter. I'm gonna do my parts of my dog trot. I'm gonna do myself, but I can build a little. But no, I don't go around fixing on houses. But I can cut you lumber for your house. So
yeah, so this is our personal shed, and so it's already been insulated for us. Because Steven personally does not want to deal with the old school cotton candy, what they call cotton candy insulation. So he did a little cheating and had it already insulated.
Gauge.
And so all we gotta do is put up walls and put down a floor, and we'll be good to go.
Okay, let's get on the bed. Come on, go get on bed. Get on the bed. Jump on the bed. Don't jump off the bed. Tell the people why this cabin is here.
And so we got this 12x24, and so originally Steven was gonna build 16 foot out on either side, and I love Pinterest, and so I showed him the concept of a dog trot. So basically what will happen is we're gonna make a doorway right about here, and we're gonna have a screened-in porch, and then about 12 feet out we are going to have at least a 12 by 40 that's going to have our bedrooms and our bathroom, and so we'll have a screen porch in the middle. So we actually met online. That's how me and Steven met.
Actually, it was it on Meet Me or Scout?
Meet Me.
Yeah, almost 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Just make sure you put that. He's my son, y'all. That's the reason why I tell her, because she don't think about the 5 years. The people get to say, oh, you only been married 2, let me do the math. And he's almost 3 years old. But we've been together, she was pregnant before we got married. So, and I had to twist her arm to get married. So,
well, Gage, we got married right before Gage turned 1.
Yeah. So,
like literally like a week or so before Gage turned 1.
And she is the best thing that's happened to me, other than God and my son. You know, what? A ball? Oh, it ain't in the box. No, it's not in there, look. It's not in there. I don't know where it went. But I want to show people some of the stuff I got here. That's my planer that I'm going to use when I plane my wood. I can plane customers' wood too once I get it set up if they want it planed. Most of the time my sawmill cuts it smooth. And that's my wire welder and my plasma cutter. Love my Yes plasma cutter. It's a Yes Pro. It is that machine. It looks like a little machine, but it does a good job.
Yeah, so it'll be like two little houses connected by a screen and porch. And so, in reading the history, apparently they were really popular down the south. It's supposed to help with like heating and cooling. So that, like I said, this one will have our kitchen will be right here, and our living room will be over here, screen and porch, and then we'll have the 2 bedrooms and the bathroom. And so you can be in there cooking, and you don't have to worry about it heating up your bedrooms.
Where'd it go, babe?
And so it's
Not over here.
it's supposed to help with heating and cooling. You probably couldn't see us in the house.
I don't know. A big door with a.
Well, they weren't paying attention and looking in the house.
But we're taking a break from the sawmill right now because it's excruciating hot out there. So it's nice in here now because we got the generator going with split heat. It's a split heat and air unit. I don't. Where'd it go? Oh, that truck just came by, and this thing is really blowing cold.
Yep, and it's quiet. You can't even hear it.
You can't at all.
Like
It's really quiet.
it's on. Like you can feel it.
Yeah, but you can't hear it.
You can't hear it at all.
But I can't wait to get out here full time, y'all, because next year, if the Lord willing and I'm still alive next year, you never know, I'm going to plant a garden. Because believe it or not, y'all, I used to plant a garden every single year. And I'm that type of person, for some reason, I always plant way bigger garden than what I need. Another wasp.
Yep.
Where's the wasp coming from?
I don't know.
I'm gonna kill that joker. Where'd it go?
It's still in the window.
Huh?
Still in the window.
Oh, where'd it go? Y'all, we're gonna do some wasp fighting.
Oh, you didn't get it. It's behind the water bottle. Oh.
Whoa! My wasp spray is down. Move, Gage. Move.
Ugh.
Another one bites the dust. The log of extermination.
It wasn't the same one, was it?
No. No, that other one here was split. Probably when wasp can get in coming down this place. But I don't see no traps in here. Probably when we open the door.
Yeah, so we're super excited to get that going. Like I said, I'm in talks with the people to see how much a 12x40 fully done is going.
I don't know where it went.
Crazy Cameron said, Steve, the Lord is willing. We need a good 10 years on this channel to see this place build up.
Yeah, but I'm gonna raise a garden next year, and it's not under my shirt. Don't raise my shirt. Nobody wants to see my belly. We're going. My wife here, Angelica, Miss Angelica, she wants to, and I do too. I want to get some chicken. My son loves that kind of stuff. I want to get some chicken. A few, just a few, couple hundred. No, I'm just kidding. 5 or 10 chicken.
We got them in bottom in quantities of 6.
Yeah,
at Tractor
6 chickens, and that way we maybe have 6 eggs a day, because we love eggs. And we want to get, if we can afford, I mean, I got 10 acres, I got plenty of room. I want to get 1 to 2 cows, calves. I'm going to start out with calves, raise them, and then we kind of want a hog, a couple hogs. But then I want to get a goat, a couple of goats.
I don't want goats. Goats are mean.
No goats. Yeah. Okay.
I can see the people who've been watching our channel. Can't you see Gage headbutting a goat? Trying to headbutt a goat?
Yeah.
I can see it.
Yeah.
Comody Ag said, I never seen that type of house before. I've never seen it either. Apparently, it's something that was like, you know, back in the day.
I've seen them.
I said back in the day in the South, but right now they aren't really popular. I think they're coming back.
Yeah. Oh.
And probably what we talked about, probably people have probably boxed in the dog trot part of it. Which the dog trot is just like a breezeway, so it can be open, but we're planning on doing a screen in porch.
What's that mountain monster?
Don't scare him.
Who's that mountain? That is a monster on
Paw Patrol.
Paw Patrol. Mountain monster. Where's the mountain monster? See that mountain monster? Where's that? Go look out the door, see if you see it. Go look out the door right there. See if you see it. Anyway, what was you saying?
Oh, somebody said I've never seen that type of house before.
We didn't call it dog trot back in the day. Some people call the shotgun house a straight house, but we actually called the house, it was two houses, or it was one house, but it was two houses. They were split by a big open hallway through the middle. One side would be like the kitchen and living room or dining room, and the other side would be like the bedroom. But they call it different now, dog trot.
Como D said I'm up in New York, so that's probably why I've never heard of it. Never even heard of it.
Yeah, but now saying that, if you go up in north part of New York, I've been up there when I drive truck in them small towns like Watertown. Now you might see one. So y'all got some pretty country in New York. Trust me. People associate New York with New York City. That's not what makes New York. People need to go upstate New York if they want to see some pretty country. It's pretty country up there too. But I've been all the way up by Syracuse, Buffalo, and all that here. Went up to Watertown, stayed a couple nights in a motel up there till we got hung over in a truck or a load. So it was pretty nice. That was way back in the day. So, but anyway, yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think it's going to look cute. But, you know.
Hope so.
Yeah, I do too. You know, I've never done this type of thing before. Homestead. And we started out with 3 acres, y'all, when we got this. And God thought we needed another 3 acres, so we got it. And these people that was buying this, you know, I was like, when we had the 3 acres, I was like, boy, I wish some people would they would, you know, I hate to say it, but I wish they'd let their land go so I could buy it. And Lord willing, it come up, they decided they didn't want to be out here. So we bought it right beside mine. And then this, did somebody have this or we decided to buy this?
He told us it was open.
Yeah.
He just randomly texted us and
Yeah,
it was open.
told us it was open. So we bought these 3 lots here, which makes up 10 acres. Down in southwest Arkansas, Tulip, Arkansas. Love it.
And hopefully if you guys stick around in the fall, we'll do a walk on our property. Right now it's way too hot. There's ticks and chiggers, and I just don't want a chance going out in the woods right now.
Oh man, yeah. Jibba jabba jabba.
But our land backs up into a cow pasture, and our land is pretty straight. Like the other plots are kind of like weird, like cookie shape and rectangular shape.
Yeah. Don't let people say you beat me up. Y'all, he's mad. Hey, where's that mountain monster? Where's that mountain monster? Oh, you see it? You see that mountain monster right there? Huh? In case people don't know, mountain monster was on the episode of Paw Patrol. See it? Oh, look at that truck. Oh, look. That truck. A truck.
He said, I just got a house for $300,000.
Yeah, well, we ain't gonna have near that much in this when we get done, because I'm gonna build the section on with my own lumber, and I'm gonna finish it out inside with my own lumber.
Because I don't want it to be more. So I don't know if you were in here earlier. This shed, the total price is about almost $11,000. And so I'm hoping the next one we get is not much over that, you know, trying to get it around that same amount so the payments won't be too expensive. And then since we're monetized, hopefully we'll start making some money for YouTube and we can kind of pay stuff off a little earlier. Because with these shed houses places, you're able to buy it within like 5 years.
Yeah, I know we probably won't never make a whole lot on YouTube, but I'd like to make enough to help on payments. We just become monetized Thursday, and
so our new viewers, our returning viewers, if you see some ads, please just watch them. That helps us out.
yeah.
You know, our content is not going to change. We will just have ads because we're just trying to help get some of that YouTube money.
Yeah, our channel's not. You know, there's a lot of people charging people for subscriptions. We're not going to do none of that. Not asking nobody for no money. Just the view, just to watch us, and maybe watch a commercial. At least 30 seconds of a commercial every now and then. And that's how we get paid, is by the commercial. We're not affiliated with none of them, but they pay YouTube, the places do, and people like us, if somebody watches it long enough, we get a little small portion. We may not get 2 cents a commercial, but if you get 10, 15,000 people watching you at one time and they all look at the commercials, that 2 or 3 cents adds up.
Come on, D, how big is that house that you got for $300,000? Did it come with any land? Because I'm curious, did it come with any land? Because actually, property here in Arkansas is kind of a little pricey, depending on where you get it. But
it is and it ain't.
If there's anybody looking for land that's in the Arkansas area or hoping to move to Arkansas, I would say just, you know, look on Facebook and stuff. There's actually a lot of owner finance land around, which is how we're getting our property.
It's a lot of plots right here.
Yeah.
Okay, how many you got?
I don't even know, and who knows how many he's got that's coming up. You know what I mean? That he hasn't even cleared yet.
And all of them, what, at least 3 acres?
Yeah.
All of them, at least 3 acres.
Our neighbors, the neighbors that are building the cabin, which we need to take a video of that one day. Theirs is probably the biggest plot I've seen that he has, and it's like 4.2 acres. But they're mostly 3 acres.
And they looked up, he had actually put a septic tank and electric on it, water and everything. So they hit pretty lucky when they bought it.
Yeah, because since it's like owner finance and you're paying month to month, there are people who come out and put up electric poles and have the water meters and stuff already in. And the water meter don't go with you, so the people who get those land after that is pretty blessed on that because they already got it kind of halfway set up. Como D said it's 1,700 square foot in an acre. He said, but there's woods by my house, so there's no houses near it.
Oh my God, you got everything in my pocket. You're dumping everything out of my pocket. People don't want to tune to the channel watching this back.
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah, that's where did he say he lived?
New York.
Oh,
I don't know what town in New York.
Well, I'm hoping we won't have over time we get the other part of this house we're building and built. Of course, that ain't gonna cost nothing really in the middle because that's all gonna be mine. I'm hoping we ain't gonna have over $20,000 or $30,000 in a home, and it's gonna be. I'd have to pick up the footage on. It'll be about
stop gauge.
Probably won't be about 800 square foot, maybe 1,000 square foot. But that's just me and her. But still
engaged.
Engaged. And if we ain't got over $20,000 or $30,000 in it and everything, I'm gonna finish inside. And it's gonna be beautiful because trust me, you can't get more beautiful than cedar lumber in your home. Beautiful. Hardwood floors. So it's going to be a pretty place, and it'll be ours in about 5 years.
Yeah, and we'll still
5 years, y'all.
We will still have the ability to build onto it with our own lumber if we see fit that we need more space. Because actually, like Stephen mentioned, I work for State Arkansas. I work in child welfare, and I kind of want to in the future foster some kids. I don't know if Stephen's 100% on board yet.
Oh my Lord, girl, am I getting old? But yeah, that hurt.
Everybody saw that.
Yeah, head first. And, anyway, I'm gonna sit down in case he tries to do that again.
You want to keep going, or are you?
No, I'm okay. Yeah. Everybody can see he's a handful. He is what?
No, I'm saying I'm just.
120% boy. What? What?
I don't know what it's about.
But anyway, we done been talking for a while. About to run out of things to talk about. Okay, hang on, son. Let me close out on this video. For all the new subscribers, we thank you very much, because this channel is not possible without you, the people like you. The people not subscribed, we still appreciate you coming in and commenting and talking to us. If you want to subscribe, that's great. If you don't, as long as you come in and viewing, that's fine too. And
So if we're not back this afternoon, we will be back. No, Gage.
I'm probably gonna go tomorrow, live tomorrow, do my blades, sharpening my blades. Show y'all how I sharpen my blades.
So our normal live schedule is Saturdays and Sundays. Mornings. I can't give you an exact time because it just depends on when.
According to what time my wife gets up.
So normally live on Saturdays and Sundays out here at Mill and Lumber, and sometimes we'll go live in the afternoons when we go on our adventures. You can check out some of the videos. We've been to Queen Wilhelmina, Mount Magazine, Petty Jean Mountain, Blakely Mountain Dam. Was there somewhere else? West Mountain.
West Mountain. Well, we went to North Petty Jean, but that's another story. Don't go there unless you want to go down a narrow gravel road.
Crazy Cameron said, "Catch you guys later. Bring on the commercials. If it helps, we'll watch them. Have a good one."
Thank you, Crazy. Yeah, it's like I said, it ain't gonna cost y'all no money. Just watch them. I think 30 seconds a commercial. What they said you need to do, like keep a person to view 30 seconds, something like that. But anyway,
maybe 30 seconds of the video after they watch the commercial.
Oh, it may be. It may be. But,
I'm not really sure how the algorithm works, but just.
I know it's inconvenient sometimes, but you know it'll help us out a little. We're not trying to get rich off of it. We're just trying to make a little extra money. Because we're poor folks. We just any way you can make extra money helps. You know, this day and time.
But we appreciate everybody. We answer all comments. We love our peoples.
Yeah, we do. I meet some really nice people in here. But anyway, we've probably been on here long enough. Took enough of all y'all's nice folks' time viewing us, because we're really not Sawmill. Now we're just talking about our future plans. But anyway, please like and subscribe and hit that little bell. You know when we go back live next time. And anything you want to say? And I guess we're going to cut it off now, because we probably ain't going to hang around out here much longer. We got some other things we're going to go do. So everybody have a safe day. He's looking for that tape measure. Give it. So everybody, we'll see you later, and thanks for watching. Son.
Bye, Gage. Say bye.
Say bye.
Say have a good day.